Uh, I'm always here. I'm always here. He said, okay, I'll give you guys what he said. If there's not enough space, he will literally boot me out and he will disown me. So just so you guys let you know, if there's not enough space, he will disown me and he will kick me out. So I feel kind of threatened by that statement from him, but he said it off stream. So just so you guys know, yeah, it was very threatening. He said it in a threatening voice too. Yes, you did. You did. Don't lie. Alright. Why? I got a genuine question. So far, we've had 3 races, and I feel like we've had 9 every time trying to qualify. But for Kansas, of all tracks, we get the most premier guys trying to qualify. And why would you pick a track that traditionally has fuel saving? It's a one-line track, and it's really hard to differentiate between qualifying times. I think the 30 people that get in, I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be fun though to see this qualifying. It definitely makes it like I guess speed weeks. That's what it's gonna feel like. It's gonna feel like speed weeks. We only get 3 out of 9, so fastest guys get in. They're probably gonna qualify on pole too. I would say if you have to beat 9 premier guys, 6 other premier guys, you got to qualify on pole. And then we had a lot back out because of yeah, I don't want to talk about last week. That's besides the point. All right, that didn't happen. Last week was an anomaly. It usually doesn't happen around here, but uh, this week it's like the same thing. We get like 36 in quali, but we're gonna see half of them get eliminated here, or at least 6 of them, which is gonna be crazy to me. I want to see who gets in because that's gonna be fun. Who do you think will get in? I know this is. And then we're gonna talk about points as okay. There's 10 of them. There's they have a whole Discord chat. Oh yeah, Tata. Why are they splitting up? They're splitting up the channels for Premier guys and NXT guys. Like different Discord channels. Interesting. Alright. So we are done with that. We gotta talk about this point situation. Like you said earlier, our points leader is suspended due to, I guess, words in the VC. So I don't know what he said. That's not part of my genre or my job here. So he's suspended this week, so that's going to cost him his points lead. Second in points, Normie. He could capitalize massively on this as he currently sits 2 behind Tata head. And well, this could be a good opportunity this week to get some good points and gain on Tata, maybe pull that gap up to like potentially 30 points. Trusting Banjo had a solid start to his season, been really consistent. He currently sits third in points with 71. Do Prime, like you said earlier, someone that's been very, very quiet but has been very good so far early in the season. Got good finish. I think he finished 6th last week at Kentucky. RD Fire, actually someone who you picked on Wednesday, so someone that you expect to be really good here. Max Snipes, he's a part-timer. He's really just runs any series. He currently sits 6th in points. Tampax sits 7th. Yeah, he's run both races. He got a solid finish. I think he finished 10th last week. Ran really solid, I think, at Dega. But overall, decent night for him last week. He currently sits 7th in points. Outsider, a rookie in the series. He currently sits 8th. So solid start to his rookie season. Maybe a little bit better. But we have a lot more weeks till the playoffs, so he could improve and potentially get a win. Big Sean, someone from last season who was in the playoffs. continuing his rhythm, just being consistent, running the races, getting top 10s when he can, so he currently sits 9th in points. Proto, someone that I know from White Line, he's really solid. He currently sits in 10th. God, that was horrible. He currently sits 10th in points. I'm going to hand it over to you for the rest of the drivers. He's had a struggle so far during this season. Been really involved in a lot of wrecks and stuff. Yeah, off here on then, it's a lot of guys so far who have really struggled. I'm surprised. Leppy, of course, comical. I expected him to be a lot stronger, I guess. I don't really know what I expected, but he currently sits 22nd in points. Who looks to improve on his season. EXO, a playoff guy from last season, Hendrick, who really, I think he's missed a race. He's missed a race, right? Yes, he has. He did start in Park 1 race, so now I see why he's all the way down there, but he's someone I expect to pick up the rhythm. Vitality, he's showing up tonight as well. Vitality's someone who last season actually won. Got in a little bit of controversy, but he's a really quick driver. Currently sits below the cutoff line. Someone to watch throughout the season. Mets, we all know Mets. We all love him. He currently sits in 26. Sorry about the copyright and the loud ass music.
Yeah,
I'm
actually going to mention this really quickly. So the qualifying lobby for just NXT drivers has just started. The Premier guys are going to be in a different lobby. Yep. I'm currently in the NXT lobby right now. We're going to go over the NXT
We should have one of us in the NXT and Premier.
Yeah, no, you should actually ask whoever's running the Premier lobby to do that. I'm already in the NXT one.
Hold on, I'll be right back then. Alright, I'm gonna go ask him.
So while Bren does that, let's go over the NXT guy.
Hey, Spartan, can you invite me to this lobby? Can someone who has controller, real quick. Gotcha. Thank you, Trip. Appreciate you. You guys have a good night. No. Alright, so... Oh, hold on. Hold on, my mic. Mic is not working. God damn. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so we're gonna get to Hendrick very soon. I apologize. So basically what we're doing here is that I have to... Oh, he needs to open his party. I think we're gonna do this should we do this separately? I don't know, hold on. Invite me, you... Oh my god. I have to invite him because he needs his party open. Alright, so the general idea of what we're doing right now is that I'm gonna be watching the Premier guys qualify. So basically the difference between this and the NXT guys is that only the top 3 in this qualifying session make it to the race. So that's going to be fun to watch. We got Hendrick, we got Impact, Irish, Trip, a lot of good Premier guys.
I got cut off.
Trying to qualify in. Yoshi Racing, last week's winner in the NXT series, he's also qualifying in here. So we got a lot of notable names trying to qualify. Stein also made it last week.
Trevi in the 16. Missed last week. We had Sterlo take his place. He's back behind the wheel. Here's Dirtiest Cat in the 77. He made his first start last week. Currently 32nd in the standings. Now trying to get a feel for the NXT series. Cowboy Tech.
Oh yeah, I agree.
A fan favorite.
We had fun earlier.
Cowboy Tech 30th in the standings. Again, just hasn't had the season that he has wanted so far. Hopefully tonight can turn things around for him. Yeah, I would.
Should we do this part separately?
Yeah.
Can you unlock the party then?
Yeah.
Unlock the party then. Alright, we're gonna do this separately so we don't overlap and just annoy one another.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so we're gonna do this separately, but you just saw it. There's an... Okay, so Nick H, another notable guy. T-Stone, he's really quick. These are the guys that we expect... If you're gonna see them tomorrow if you actually tune in, Silent. Also, I had fun earlier as well. They race with me. These are the guys who race with me. A lot of these guys race on Mondays. They're really quick, and they're some of the best guys you'll see on Heat. But in Solvable, there's a lot of them, and only 3 of these guys get in. So it's basically like the duels, but a lot more riskier, and you have to run quick in qualifying, or you're not getting into the race. I learned the hard way. I qualified 8th, and I was 3rd of the fastest. I was 4th of the fastest 3, and the other 3 guys were top 3 at Kentucky. So you literally have to qualify top 3 in my opinion in this field. Who do I think will get in? I think Irish, T-Stone, and Spartan will get in. And maybe Impact. Impact's got good speed at Kansas, I guess. But I don't know. We'll see. I want to see who gets in. I'm rooting for whoever gets in. Hopefully Impact gets in because he's for the team. He can help Cowboy Tech out throughout the night, so we're going to be rooting for him over anyone else. Oh yeah, this is Cowboy Tech's owner, Impact. He's also my team owner. Cowboy, you better qualify well. I'm rooting for you, man. Oh, Jesus. This is Spartan. Alright, so let me get my little, like, cold plush or little pillow. I'm gonna sit on it. Hello? Okay, my mic's working well. So we're working through a solution to actually make my my dang setup that I have, my wheel setup, less shake. we gotta fix the shake. You know, whenever you're like moving something and it wiggles, that's how my table is. It's like a wiggling like top, I guess. That's the word I would describe it. A wiggling top. Like that shit just jiggles. It just jiggles. That sounded horribly wrong, and I'm lucky Hendrick isn't in here. If I said that with Hendrick in here, he would have been like, hell nah. Alright, they are done. Let's see who gets into the main event. Who is gonna make the show? Alright. Spartan, Yoshi Racing, and Impact. Congrats to those 3. They are in the event. Like I said earlier, it is very tough to get in. And 30.9. Look at those times. Poor 4th place. Stein gets eliminated. Top 3. So Impact made the show. Alright. Well, we're gonna go join our homie over there. Impact Spartan.
Fourth right now.
Yo.
From last week.
Alright.
This motherfucker's gonna cut me off. SP Motors 34th last week after he disconnected. Motors trying to pick up the pace here after a slow start to the season. SP Motors 34th, also in the standings. And that is the NXT drivers. Sorry about that. I hate it when you cut me off.
I guess I won't tell you. You know what? I won't tell you now. You know, there was definitely, it was interesting, it was definitely fun, but you know, I won't tell you, you'll see, you'll see.
Yeah.
Alright, the 3 guys who got in, Spartan,
Okay.
Impact,
Okay.
and Yoshi Racing. Are the
Wow.
3 premier guys in the event. It went Spartan, Yoshi, no, it was Yoshi, Spartan, and then Impact for your top 3. Silent, all you missed was literally me watching the qualifying and seeing who got in. Nothing big. No, that was really
So
big. You missed a lot.
shockingly enough, if I'm not mistaken,
Joking.
Sterlo was one of those I was trying to qualify in, right? Same with
No,
Irish.
no, he did not. No. Irish was trying to qualify in, but Sterlo is not in tonight's
Okay.
event.
Yeah,
He's
because
not
I
trying to
I
get
heard
in.
I had rumors about Sterlo trying to race tonight, and apparently he didn't show. But I know Irish was one that was there. Kind of shocked to see the results on that side, but NXT currently finishing up qualifying in this lobby. All of these guys in this session are locked into the main event. If I had to take, do you have any guesses here for which NXT guy is going to be the fastest?
You Alright, so if I had to go on recent history, Tampex is really good here.
Okay.
He won last year, and I think I picked him.
All
Let me
right.
actually check. Let me check the picks so I feel like legitimized and feel like I'm not like talking on my ass, you know.
Okay.
All right,
Fair.
yes, I picked Tampex and Yoshi. You picked Cobra and RD4. So Cobra is obviously a good pick because of the momentum he had last season, and I feel like he ran well. I think he ran well last season as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
He's very solid here. It's mainly about, does this race come down to fuel, or does it come down to, I guess, speed? And speed, I feel like the leader is actually, I feel like it's a disadvantage, because you need draft in second, you can make the move on the last lap. I don't know, though. How would you feel about, like, if you're leading on the last lap, would you rather be in the lead or in second place having to make that dive bomb?
I'd rather be in the lead. Depending on who you are, I think I would rather be in the lead. Second place, like sure you could try and bump someone out of the way, but we've seen what happens when you do that. Vegas last
They hit the
season, a great
wall.
example. You may end up making more enemies than you want to. You may end up having a bad reputation. But at the same time, I think it's much harder to still complete the pass on the leader when you're in second, especially in those dire situations.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, randomly, like, if you have the draft and you're able to slide up, but no, you just lose so much momentum off the corner that they'll be able to just go around you in the inside lane if they time it right. But, yes, Cody Ware does suck, Silent, but at the same time, he did improve last season a little bit, so he's not going to be great, but Cody Ware shouldn't be, like, the guy that you look at as, like, a wrecker every week. I feel like he kept his car clean in the actual real-life NASCAR.
So we're still waiting here for the last car to finish up qualifying. I'm assuming Metz is going to be the one to end up crossing the line to begin the countdown as he gets wrecked by Corky in the qualifying
Wow,
section.
look at these guys. Look at these guys already wrecking Mets. How dare they touch our
Sure
goat.
thing. So from laps 2 to 6, we'll go on board with Steel Carry. He used the 500-point redemption, so we will go on board with the 44 from laps 2 to 6.
Yeah.
The first lap will be just a startup
Must be
lap.
nice. Must be nice. I'm joking.
But Metz is still trying to get to the line after the contact. There you go. Come on. Just a few more inches.
I can't type in Twitch chat.
There it is.
What the
Just like
frick?
that. The session has been complete.
Mets better won. Did he win?
I think he did, yeah.
Call it. Stop the count. Stop the
did
count,
Metz
guys.
make the
Stop the
transfer?
count.
Did he make the transfer?
Stop the count, guys. He won it.
I'm going to take a guess here since I, ironically enough, called it last week. I'm going to say for the poll, I'm looking at everyone real quick just to make sure.
It's not gonna be Premier Guy because they're literally
Well,
in a
yeah,
different lobby. If
obviously.
you think about it,
I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say it's Dream.
I think Dream.
Yeah.
You damn.
I mean,
Why did we think about that? Why did we think about that?
I
Good
mean,
minds think
I'm
alike,
not gonna
but
lie.
Jesus.
He was the first one that was on my screen when I was going through all the drivers.
Well, we both predicted that, alright? If
Yep.
it's not Dream, I think it's either Tampex or
If it's
Vitality.
not Dream, if we're gonna have two picks, I'm not gonna pick the guy I picked to win. I'm gonna say Normie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I want him to qualify in pole. I need him to qualify well. I'm not in that lobby,
Pole
so I don't actually see anything.
Cobra 30.99, and then runner up
That would not have
Leppy.
been. You know what's funny? Is they would have actually. Premier would have been pole. 30.988. What was the time?
Yep. So let's go back to the pole lap 30.990. The 11 of
990.
Cobra will
Good
start
lap.
on the pole. We'll go on board with Steel Carrot for laps 2 to 6. He starts 4th.
It's a good effort by him.
Yeah, great effort. Other drivers that didn't make it into the lobby in time that will be here tonight: Tyreek Speed, Yoshi, and Lewis. Lewis missed
So we have
last
a chance
week,
of Tyreeking.
but he will be here for his second start. So with that being said, I'm going to go on ahead and back on out because I think they're waiting on me to do that.
Yeah, they're waiting for you, bro. Come on, hurry up, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're making them wait. Yeah, this is why. Yeah.
To be
Slowpoke.
fair, I'm not backing out of the lobby because I didn't make it into the race. Sorry, you gave me the opportunity.
That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. There's a lot of guys who didn't make it tonight, and you know you didn't say that about them.
Well, because it's
why
you.
don't you say that about them, huh?
It's you. It's
because
you.
it's me.
Yes, it is you. I at least get one opportunity a week to talk to
Hey,
you and pick on you.
Insoluble, this is to you, buddy. You didn't make it in either, so you can't complain. You can't say that to me anymore. Do not talk shit anymore. No more talk shitting, alright? You didn't make it in either. I have rights over you now. Alright, buddy?
Alright, so again, race number 3.
Handshake.
Race number 3 of the season. The schedule for next week is going to be a little bit crazy. We got the Pocono doubleheader. The Pocono 70 and then the Pocono 65. Yeah, there'll be 2 races
So that's
next
all
week.
in one night?
Yes.
Is that 25%?
Oh
God.
I think, let's see.
I think it'd be 25% if they're doing doubleheader. They wouldn't do like full
we'll have to
races,
learn a little
right?
bit more about that from Mets on the podcast.
I don't think they would do 25%.
Again, doubleheader's very rare, but we are having that next Sunday night at the Tricky Triangle. That will be fun to watch.
I think it's because they're running a actual real life NASCAR race the next week.
And it's also because they are having an off week for NXT for the next 2 weeks after.
Yes, that is due to NASCAR. I'm 80% sure on holidays.
Alright, so with that being said, still waiting for the invite. Again, laps 2 to 6 will be on board with Carrot. Again, with the channel points reminder.
Leppy, let's go, Lep. He qualified top 3, so that's what he needs. He needs a good qualifying effort. He's been struggling so far early in this year. He's had good qualifying efforts, but it's been throughout the races where he loses momentum or steam and drops back to the rear. So hopefully he can keep it up tonight, stay up front. The main thing is to not fall into the mass or the, I guess, field fillers range. The 10th through 20th range is where you can get stuck behind someone, they hit the wall, you get stuck behind them, and you just can't catch up with the leaders. You want to be up front, top 15, top 10. That's where you want to be, in my opinion, because it's a mess. It's a jumble of cars. There's a lot of cars in the field. You don't want to be near the midfield. You don't want to be in the mid. You don't want to be in the field, the pack. You don't want to be in the pack. I'm just saying that right now. If you're in the pack, good luck, guys. I wish you guys luck tonight. It's going to be either tragic for you and you make your way through the field, or it's going to be kind of hell. Because that's how Kansas is. It's a single lane track. You got to rely on the person ahead of you. If they hit the wall, then pray for your life. That's all I'm saying.
Insolvable with the perfect comment. Bren knows all about being a field filler. That, you know, I can't say you're wrong.
Insoluble. Alright, you want to talk about field filler, buddy. I watched you all of last season. Besides Bristol Dirt, where you did some strategy with the saving on the bottom lane, you were around, I think, 10th or 15th all year long, or 10th through 20th all year long, and I had to watch that. And then I went into the races, and I think Majority of them, you actually quit after a little bit. You went off
Timer has
since I started
started,
racing.
so we have 33 tonight.
That's
So
fun.
another great showing.
I'm not a
Again,
field filler.
134 laps tonight. The tire wear is on ×3. Black flags are on. We'll see if the pit penalties play a role once again, and even pit
In
incidents.
2020s? I don't know. Okay, so fuel run starts off at 20 laps. You get about 15 to 16 laps of fuel. Depends if you want to save or not. Alright, I'm accepting your invite. I'm getting in the lobby.
Alright, yeah, you might.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah, I sent you that before I backed out of the qualifying lobby.
Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Smart, thank you. Also, screw you, Insoluble. I don't like that comment that you said.
Alright, so with that being said, again, laps 2 to 6 will be on board with Carrot with the channel points reminder. If for 300 points, you can go on board with a random driver for 3 laps. For 500 points, you can choose whoever you want to go on board with for 5 laps. Still, Carrot already redeemed the 500 pointer.
You should also say that on my stream instead of saying it to Hendrick, because you're saying directly to me, and I have to look at his stream just to see the comments. And then you read it all to me, so it makes it worse.
Race number 3, another great showing tonight. How will this one go?
A lot of cars.
NXT is hoping to have another NXT regular win tonight. Premier looking to spoil the party for a 2nd straight week. On the front row.
Yeah, man, they want to get back on track for NXT.
Cobra in the 11, Leppy in the 31. They will lead them to green. As we go to the restart zone, green flag, we are underway in Kansas.
Yep, early on, remember the bottom lane is the lane you want to be in turn 1. Leppy immediately gets down in front of the 4 car, so they're now single file top 3. We see back behind him in 4th, there's a situation as the 23 finally gets back in line, and now the top 6 are going to get single file very early on. Here, Hendrick.
39 laps in stage 1. So we should be seeing at least one pit stop here in this stage. As Cobra is going to lead the opening lap, we're going to go on ahead and go on board with the 44.
The one thing I'm going to be watching here tonight, really, is that wall usage. You do not want to get stuck on the wall. Just kind of like, yep. Fatality taps the wall, gets still Carrot. Here comes Banjo on the top. I just said his name wonky as hell, but Banjo on the top lane with alongside Carrot, and Carrot's gonna have to fall back as we see the 48 Normie do a little jumper there, a little jump lag. So he falls back there, stuck on the top lane, or bottom lane, my apologies. So Normie's starting to fall back a little bit in that 48 machine.
Here comes the 23.
Dark Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, like I said, he's someone on the outside looking in on the playoff standings. He's got a good... Him and Fatality, the 4 and the 23, Hendrick. They're both guys on the outside looking in, and Leppy.
Yeah.
All 4 of the top 4 are literally on the outside looking in. Even Cobra's struggling so far outside the playoff picture.
Yeah,
so the top 4 are currently non-playoff drivers.
Couple notes here that you just mentioned. Cobra is above the cut line after that great run last week, but Leppy, he has finished 27th in both of the races so far this season. So he's hoping he can pick up the pace here. Dark Ghost.
Oh, we see some. Oh, they get loose back there.
Dark Ghost is 22. A rookie. Haven't talked too much about him. Dark Ghost is actually outside the top 25 in points. Currently ranked right now 27th in the standings.
I saw the situation with Rocky Top and someone else earlier, just a minute ago, and they kept it straight luckily, so no incident on the backfield. I got that damn, you know that movie? I think it's Fox movies? Like that dang intro music?
Yeah, the 20th century.
I got that shit stuck in my head. Yeah, I got that shit stuck in my head.
Currently
it's so
on
damn
lap
catchy,
5,
I'll tell you what.
It has been a single file train on the high line. You do not want to get out of that line or else you're going to go ways back. But Cobra currently the lead man as we are on lap 6.
He's going to undercut.
The 43 of Dupron to the inside. He's going to take a chance.
He's going to be stuck. He's going to get stuck unless he can get in front of Normie. He's going to be stuck on the inside lane. That's going to cost him about 5 positions.
Oh, outside of the wall! Everyone
that's helped
behind. Dupron has a chance to dive bomb.
He's not going to be able to do it, though, as Outsider gets the run with the 20 car as well. So the 20 and the 2 car capitalize on the mistake by The 43, who's actually going to be a foul in line right behind that 20 machine.
Go on and take a look in this
we thought it was going to be.
Here's Normie, Georgia Dog, and then the 19 of Master Killer. Good battles here.
Fisher is decent. Fisher is decent in solid level. He's very solid. I don't know where he is in the field currently, but he's someone that he showed up last week at the end of, like, in the mid stages, had a really strong run, but started to fade off towards the end.
Another guy that's had a quiet start so far, but he's moved up a few spots. Dirtiest Cat made his debut last week. Already in this first group, trying to stay with this line, but he's gained a few spots so far.
They're using Go Dogs. Go Dogs is leading that third pack, which is surprising me. But
contact, Rocky top.
Oh, the contact between the 45. Oh! Yep, he got put in the wall. 62 of Tampax, a 3 wide, 4 wide,
and
they keep it straight. Yep. Yes, you just have to customize it in. Make sure that you select Truck Series.
Big move there by the 17 of Max Snipes. Went all the way to the top. Tried to do the slide job. Still 3 wide back here, trying to get all sorted out.
Here comes Tampax making a dive bomb back here. Up front, though, there's also some moves. They're starting to get... Someone's stuck on the inside lane up here. It's Outsider again. He's stuck on the bottom lane with no help. Whoa, it's level.
It's always good to try something different, but right now the outside is the best way to go. It may not be the most aggressive and exciting kind of racing, but it's the best way to stay up towards the front. Cobra right now, he has not looked back. Started on the pole and is still in P1, Leppy in P2, LA Fatality in 3rd, Dark Ghost in 4th, Trusting Banjo
and then we got
5th.
Banjo, the guy who needs good points. Remember, he's 2nd or 3rd in points. Normie's 2nd in points. Remember, if Banjo has a good night and a better night than Normie, he could take over the points lead. It's not that far-fetched for him to take it.
Yeah, of course, we talked about it a couple times already. Taterhead was suspended for inappropriate language during one of the sessions last week. As a result, he's sidelined for this week. Here comes Banjo on the outside into the wall, so he's going to lose a few spots. And look who is starting to find themselves up towards the front behind the 44. It's the 55 of R4D.
RD. Yep, someone who's been very underrated. I didn't talk about him on the podcast that much because I don't really know him. He's a new guy, he's a rookie, but so far has been the biggest rookie standout during the season very early on. But besides Banjo, of course, but he's been very strong as well, the 55.
And just like that,
part of the team as well.
Yeah, so we're now starting to see that breakaway from R4D on back. Racing Dream trying to stay connected.
The 20?
That's Racing Dream right there in the 20.
Okay, that is Dream. Okay, I'm just wondering. I'm used to him in the 47. Remember?
Whoa,
he's been
man,
in the 47
2-car outsider got put in the wall there. He had some contact with Normie. Able to keep it going. Banjo, more contact with Georgia. Master Killer down to the bottom. They were 3 wide for a split second. Able to go back to double wide formation. Master Killer trying to slide up. Can't do it. And just
trying
like
to get up to the battle up front.
That once big first group has been split in the half. Normie trying to get back up there. Leppy had a close call just now out of 4. And now Normie, Outsider, and Banjo are starting to break away from the second half of that group, led by Georgia.
I'm telling you right now, that first pack is so well-oiled right now. That's the word I would say. They're really just single file racing until we get to our first pit stops. In my opinion, that's really all you can do. You can't really make moves here. It's very difficult.
Now, we did have issues earlier with the 62 of Tampax. This is where Cobra is right now, just crossed the line. Here is Tampax on this side. He just exited 2. You see he has a little bit of front-end damage, so he did get collected in an accident. Still on the lead lap.
Remember, watch these Premier guys as they have to travel through this field. So that's going to be another battle tonight.
Almost lost it. And he's out of the draft just like that.
Well, I
may get a chance to stay back in it. Dirtiest Cat did not have a
Steel
good
Carrot. Just an FYI, Steel Carrot just dropped back to the rear of this pack because he went to the bottom and did not capitalize. He tried to make a move and it did not work out for him. So you can start to see them shuffling a little bit more than they were earlier. So what the fuel run is 15 to 16. I gotta check Georgia's point of view because he has his stream up. They're getting close to pit stops here.
They
if I'm
are.
not mistaken. About, I think, 1 or 2 more laps. I think drivers in the midfield are gonna be starting to save a little bit more than these guys up front, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm going to try and find an onboard that has the fuel mileage. There it is. Yes, expect them to pit within the next 2 laps.
Yeah, they're going to pit with about 21 to go.
One of the drivers in the first group. Expect them to start dipping down, and I think Cobra is starting to tease it.
Expect Dark Ghost to maybe go with
line.
him? Yes, he's running the bottom lane. Oh, there's other people.
Leppy
outsider
to the point.
Signaling.
So Cobra, the first one in.
Here comes outsider. Here comes Norman. Here comes Georgia.
Master
Killer. Fisher. Go Dogs. And then some others in the rear. Tyreek, Speed, and then the 66. So they all come down pit road together. Clean entry by them, by the way. Good execution by everyone involved.
Leppy in this time.
No wrecks.
He has to pit. He will run out of fuel.
Look how disorganized they are right now.
Let's watch.
They got really disorganized there.
Leppy, Dark Ghost, Do Prime leading this group on down. Steel Carrot in. R4D in. Watch out, Carrot! Hits the 23. Mike gave him a black flag.
Yep, that group looked very disorganized compared to the first group who really got in there smoothly. They just looked unorganized, but luckily, we'll see if the 23 gets a speed pony. That'd be very costly for his chances tonight.
Much more cars in this group. We saw a good chunk. Banjo in, many more behind. Group 1 is already out, but let's keep an eye on the 23 here. Make sure he does not get that black flag. We're going to compare him here with the 44 and the 55.
I'm going to be watching Outsider and Normie as they were the first group to pit together.
No penalty for Dark Ghost. And Dark Ghost is actually going to beat Leppy and Carrot off.
Oh, why are Normie and Outsider battling right now? That's not very smart of them. They got a single foul, but Cobra is going to take over the lead again.
Yep, Cobra.
Cobra jumps everyone. But he's on order tires. That's going to be the key. Does tires matter? Outsider and Normie battle themselves outside the top 5.
Yep, there's the 11 right now. Yeah, just confirmed it from Ghost. He's in my chat. He did not get a penalty.
Master Killer got a good jump from that, as he is now in this huge pack. Do you think that huge pack can catch up to the leader?
He was one of the last ones in. And with that, the cycle has been complete. So Cobra in front. Big winners, in my opinion, definitely Dark Ghost, Steel Carrot, and Leppy also exiting out 2, 3,
I would
and 4.
say
R4D.
He's in about the same position. They're going to be saving fuel. Some people are saving fuel, which hope Dark didn't take 2. I don't think he took 2 in Solid Ball. I think he took 4. He took 4 tires. He's trying to save, which I don't know if it's really possible. Do you think it's... They pitted with about 2019 to go.
I don't
Do you think it's possible to make it?
No. You would have to... You would have to
maybe
it the whole time and then even do 75% possibly to even have a chance.
Well,
but
they're able to do
16.
Happening. They were able to do like 19, I think, with draft.
And you see Dark Ghost losing all kinds of time.
I think he's trying to save.
He is.
From what I can see.
He's going to get absorbed here by the group led by Normie. But Cobra in front, but look who is behind him.
Carrot.
Mr. Carrot. Went on board with him earlier today.
Leppy also hungry.
Steel Carrot has yet to win in NXT. Leppy, of course, championship berth last season. Fell just short.
Has yet to win either.
R4D
he has not won either in the series.
In 4th, trusting Banjo 5th. Those two are working together to try and keep up with the top 3.
Yes, they're trying to catch the back end of the 31's draft to see Dark Ghost continuing to drop through the field. Normie outside are working together with Georgia Dog, and that is the 4 car. I forgot who's in the 4 car.
4 is LA Fatality.
Fatality, yes. Okay, gotcha. I gotta remember numbers because it's a lot different this season.
There is one car that's in jeopardy of being a lap down. I think that is Racing Dream. Racing Dream is exiting turn 2. I believe so. No damage on the car.
So, I don't know if he's really in jeopardy.
He
I
is the
wouldn't say
last
yet.
car on the lead lap right now.
I would say he gets the free pass if he does it right. I don't think he's really
If he
in
does
jeopardy
it
yet.
right,
If
and if there's no other penalties. And speaking of that, I think we have people coming down this time. Have to wait and see here. Yes,
we do. Get some early
Yoshi,
pitters.
Max Snipes. They're going to go on ahead and pit the second time. What do you think about that call there?
Early pits, get about 14 to go. I mean, you can make it on fuel, but do you think it's really worth getting the early pits off to jump everyone? Oh, Tyreek's speed doing Tyreek things. He's very laggy. Oh, Lord.
And that group of 3 has now
Tyreek is
become a
jumping.
group of 5. The second group is also 5. Let's look over group 2 real quick. Georgia Dog,
He's
LA
good.
Fatality, The Outsider, Dirtiest Cat up to 9th, and then Normie 10th.
Georgia's been moving.
He is.
Georgia's
But
been
I'm telling
moving.
you, I like seeing these rookies in the top 10 right now. The Outsider and Dirtiest Cat among those in 8th and 9th. And then as we talked about
Master
with the
Killer
first
pitted.
group, you do have Trusting Banjo up there along with R4D.
Yeah, and now it's a 5-car pack as we saw the RED Cobra hit the wall there. Here comes Steel on the bottom, I think.
Still tried,
Couldn't
gets
make
back
the
in
move.
line, and up ahead, we talked about
There's
Dream.
a 20.
Yep.
Like you said, Dream's starting to get caught by the leaders. He's hoping they pit very soon as, if anything else, he can work with them just in case some other people get lapped down.
Now, the thing with Dream, so this is his first start of the season, so he's trying to get back into the swing of things. I would not be shocked if he just oversped on accident with this being his first race back.
Yeah, I would say that's a high possibility, or maybe he had some damage. We don't know.
Do Prime exiting right now from pit road. The 15 of Lewis also exiting. That was their second stops of the stage. I think the 10 car of King Coda was the other car that was in. Yes, there he is. Exiting from his second
3
round.
versus 18.
Quirky.
We're about to have a
Exiting
rivalry.
pit road.
3 versus the 18.
But let's get back up to that lead group.
Alright, I am going to Cowboy Tech. He's currently coming out of pit road.
As Quirky falls a lap down. But again, the leaders will have to pit. Dream up ahead. So now, what does this mean here for the leaders now with the 20 car right in front of them? Here
Does
they
he step aside? That's my question.
3 and 4. Cowboy
I know
Tech
he
is up
is.
ahead, as you've mentioned.
Yeah, Cowboy Tech is about to get lapped here. I think he had an incident with the 18 silence.
And
so
Dream
it's a bad situation.
is now a lap down.
If I'm
Cobra
Cowboys,
getting
you
a
gotta
couple
stay ahead of
shots.
Dream.
Cobra got some shots there.
Oh,
from
there's gonna be
Garrett.
some moves here. We're gonna see some moves.
Banjo in the wall.
34 is out of gas. Did he hit the wall or
He
he's
hit the
out of
wall.
gas? He hit the wall.
He went too high.
Okay. RD nearly hit the wall there as well.
Luckily for Banjo, he gets to stay behind Dream, so he is still in the pack. But he needs to get
Now
by
the question
that
is,
20.
Cowboy Tech and the 20 now are gonna battle for the free pass. Oh, Banjo and the 20 get together. Dream and Ben. Cowboy Tech has to seamlessly merge in this pack as we see another group ahead of those guys as well.
Yeah, those that had
I'm
already
presuming they pitted already.
Yes. There was
Yeah,
a good
I would
chunk of
assume Cowboy
cars that
Tech's
already
already
pitted for their second time. They are good to go for the rest of the way, but these guys up here still have to pit. So now the question is there going to be any consequences for staying out much later than those who went down that second time?
They can take 2 tires here. I'm assuming they take no tires or just fuel here. If you're staying out this long, it's only fuel only. In my opinion. I would not take tires at this point in the stage. Because somebody has saved this fuel. I guarantee you someone in a huge pack has been saving this whole stage. I've seen it happen here. It's annoying as hell when they do it, but it's very possible. As we see Steel Carrot hit the wall there. Here comes a 31 on the left. He takes the position. RD, can he get around him as well?
And
They
the
do.
Redneck about to fall a lap down. We're on board with the 38.
Redneck
Cowboy
struggling
Tech
so
still
far.
holding a good fight here. Talked about him earlier. He is still on the lead lap. We also
Yep,
see,
he's trying to catch other people.
yeah, the fifth. I think that's the 15. No, that's the 78 of Mets, and then the 8 car of Impact.
No! Yeah, Impact started in the rear. Remember, he's one of the premier guys who qualified in, but he doesn't have track vision at all, so he's stuck in the midfield. And like I said earlier, it can be a chaotic mess.
Oh, and take a look at what's happening here. The 38 not running that low line. He's going to try and defend against the 11. But Cobra to the bottom.
And that's going to call Cobra comes down pit road.
Yep,
he is pitting.
But watch out for Metz.
Cannot pivot him. Oh no, Metz is going to be a factor here, guys.
As Cobra gets in,
nope, he gets on the way.
goes with. A couple cars from Group 2 also pitting.
Clean entry by those two.
Looks like that's
clean entry by those guys.
In the 77 car in Georgia.
I'm still watching these lap cars. This is going to be a fun battle. We got lap cars on the bottom.
Look at this group right here. It is intense. Tampax, one of those right in front of the leaders.
Banjo and Leppy and RD come to pit road. Oh! Everyone else besides. Oh! Come going! No, he's not Leppy! No!
Second round. RD got hit.
No! Of all people to hit, Cowboy, you hit your teammates. No!
And Cowboy Tech on board with the 3, still trying to get up to speed. Is he out of fuel is the question.
Leppy got put. He didn't get the slowdown of pit road, so he had to drive through it. He could not pit.
And R4D got hit as well. Tyreek Speed's in the grass. He also has an issue. He has heavy front end damage. So what's the call going to be here? Is this going to be a caution to interrupt the cycle, or are they going to let the cycle finish up?
We are, by the way. We just hit under 5 to go. No more cautions.
Tough break for R4D. I think he did get a black flag.
Leppy as well. Leppy's been unlucky.
R4D finally out.
He's been so unlucky.
Oh my goodness. New leader. The driver of the 99, Dark Spartan, in front.
Spartan. It's one of the damn premier drivers, am I right? Fuel saving.
We're at
I told
3
you
to
the
go,
one guy with a clutch in the
2
field.
To go. So let's see if the 99 can make it.
Oh god, there's a huge pack here. Go to Lewis and them. Go Dogs around his area. Good god, there's a huge pack right here.
We're going to stay on board here with Spartan to see if he makes it. 2 to go. Got one car just now exiting from pit road. I think that was the 31. I have to make sure.
Surprising, the one guy with a clutch is going to win stage 1.
Spartan trying to lap the 31. He will get by. This could be Leppy's race right here. Leppy has to get that lap back.
Yo, Normie's out. Normie's out of gas or something. He's slow on the front stretch.
So Normie out of fuel. Spartan hits the white. Leppy
coming
gets
a white
lap
flag.
Back. Good move by the 31, at least getting one of those laps back.
Oh, 78 Mets out on the track. Good God, he's so slow. He's out of fuel.
We see Normie up ahead. Cowboy Tech
Spartan.
right in front of Spartan.
If
Spartan's
puts
out. Spartan is Spartering a bit.
If he puts Cowboy Tech 2 laps down, this is it. This
Normie
is Cowboy Tech's race here.
Lap, and he will.
I think Spartan may have gave it to Cowboy Tech to only keep him 1 lap down or on the lead lap.
Spartan wins stage 1 in a fuel mileage game of survival.
What'd I tell you, Hendrick? There's someone who's gonna save it, and it's the guy with a damn clutch. The guy who's from Premier and uses his clutch. I don't like it, but it's there for a reason.
LA Fatality 2nd, Impact 3rd, Banjo 4th, Dark Ghost 5th. We got Steel Carrot 6th, Cobra 7th, the Outsider 8th, and then the 2 Yoshis, the Premier Yoshi in 9th, and then the NXT defending champ Yoshi in 10th.
Dark Ghost got 5th, so good stage for him. Leppy, though, LA Fatality finished 2nd, Impact 3rd. So Impact,
yeah,
like you said earlier,
Spartan has
going a lap down.
confirmed that he did ran out of fuel, so yeah, I was correct on that pick. But that's a big break for Cowboy Tech and Normie.
I don't know what lap Cowboy Tech is. I think he should be in the lap, though. Leppy, though, is going to have a hard charging battle here.
At least the top 19 are on the lead lap from what I just saw.
We see Tyreek Speed pull over already.
Yep, that is due to lag.
Fatality is sitting in second with Spartan the leader. We see Impact finally got some track position based off of some fuel saving at the end of that stage. This helped the Premier guys massively as they now don't have to go through the fields. And we see back there, Georgia and someone else getting together with Go Dogs, of all people.
We're watching on
We
with the
got
23.
Max Snipes. He's also in the field tonight. He's been really active this season.
So, another pattern that was from last week, we did not have a caution for incident in the first stage. Will stage 2 be the same this time?
We can start to see Leppy trying to make his way through the field back there.
And LA Fatality is going to get by. So the 4 of LA Fatality in front. As the field is still chaotic behind the leaders.
Yeah, I was watching the midfield section. I saw Go Dogs getting the wall, and they were just swerving around and trying not to hit him.
So LA Fatality, who won Charlotte last season, up in front, trying to get a win early in hopes of maybe competing for a championship this season.
Oh, 11 in the wall. Here comes Dark Ghost on the top. It's going to cost Cobra. He gets back in line.
Back here, R4D into the wall.
Spartan.
Have to check up for Fisher. This is where R4D is.
Oh, they're all scraping the wall!
Outsider
Cobra! They all scrape the wall! Dark Ghost as well!
Around.
They keep it straight.
Quirky is around in 4, in the 50.
I just saw 3 people scrape
Looks like
the wall
Mets
and they
is
somehow
also involved.
didn't wreck.
This is a caution when they get to the line. That was 2 cars.
Here comes Exo in the 41 machine. He's flying his way up to the field. We see the 18 go through the middle. What a move by the 18 there.
So they're going
that
to race it back.
Tonight.
That was a
that
caution.
Yoshi Racing.
Quirky and Mets wrecked. So they're going to race it back to the yellow. At least they should be. That was a 2-car wreck.
Nope, no caution.
Wow, very shocked. So Quirky and Mets were collected in that accident, but still green.
Mets. Even though he calls the cautions for this league. He calls the cautions. He could have called it.
Yeah, there's Tyreek still with heavy damage.
Let's see if they call it here.
Lagging.
Oh, 50 car still around.
Yeah, Quirky is just not having the night. Yeah, still green. All right. Well, tough break for Quirky. I think his day is probably going to be done at this rate.
50 car is
Max
not his best night.
Having a couple close calls there. He's still hitting the wall down the backstretch.
Dew Prime has to get behind the 10 car now as he's starting to drop back. We see the 38 making a move on the 20 car of... Oh, he tries to do a slide job, cannot do. He's right ahead of Leppy. Leppy and Dream are together now as we see Normie back there. We see Tampex, the 62, really struggling tonight. I'm surprised by that, but again, strategy is the key here. So you could even see Spartan was struggling earlier, but he got up front with strategy. So we could see strategy being played as we see someone spread out, fall out behind him. Is that the 38? That's the 99 and the 23 battling back there. The 77 leading them.
In 5th place, Yoshi Racing. He has climbed up through the field after starting from the rear for being in Premier. Now up to P5. Yep. Similar start for the 18. Except, obviously, Stage 1 was a lot better for him last week. Due to being in the top 5.
Gets put in the wall. But they keep it straight.
Still green so far. Mostly single file up in the front.
Okay.
Mid-pack more so.
We got 29 to go.
Double file.
We got 29 to go. You can get about, I would say, 9 more laps on your fuel. They can do what they did in Stage 1, where they saved it 20 laps. You can do that again. Who do you expect to do it again? I mean, obviously, Spartan, we saw guys mid-pack. If you have a chance and you're in that draft, save fuel. Tampex, I expect him to do it. He's solid at saving fuel here, but you need draft, and Georgia Dog is stuck in nowhere's land right now. If he loses Max Snipes, he is going to drop all the way back there to the 77.
I would not be shocked if someone, again, like Fatality and Impact maybe do it. They had good success in Stage 1, finishing in the top 3. Just another update, by the way, Quirky in the 50 has been declared done for the day, so not the debut this season for Quirky.
We see Cobra losing some spots as Max Snipes capitalizes.
Checking out other battles here throughout the field. Here's Tampax and Lewis. Lewis had a great Talladega race, won his first stage in ODRL. He missed last week, that's why he took the tumble in the point standings. Tampax, however, on the rise, finished in the top 10 last week, above the cut line, now at the least, now in the top 10, 7th in the point standings. As Stark Spartan, we're starting to see it. It's not going full throttle. Right now it's Fatality, then Impact, Steel Carrot in third. Then we got Banjo, and then Yoshi Racing. That is the top 5.
They're starting to drop off.
Fatality,
Impact got stuck in the bottom lane.
Yeah, I was going to say, Fatality trying to pull away with Impact, trying to find his way back in line. He will.
Yep, and here comes Steel Carrot. Nope, he falls back in line. Okay. So Fatality likes leading this race with Impact right behind him. Steel Carrot, Banjo, the 18 of Yoshi Racing, Outsider, EXO. A good name. Someone I talked about pre-race. Someone who I thought is going to show up later in this season. So far, he's currently sitting inside the top 10, got some track position. He currently sits and has not dropped so far in Stage 2.
It is now. Oh, Darkos in the wall in Group 2. He is still in the wall.
Yeah, I know. He's stuck to it. That's the worst possible scenario for him, as it sucks you. Hold on, let me rephrase that. You basically get stuck on it. So what I mean by stuck is when you touch it for too long, it just hooks you into the wall. It's basically like getting right rear hooked, but you're stuck in the wall, so you can't move off of it, and that's what happened to Dark Ghost, and now that's going to cost him a stage. As he's back here with Cowboy Tech RD40, so good group back here.
The thing with Dark Ghost is, as he hits the wall again, it's Cowboy Tech!
Again! Go Dogs! Oh my god, what a near miss for those guys.
And now, if you're the 23, your goal at this point, finish on the lead lap. I think that's a safe goal, as Impact going for the lead! To the outside of Fatality, getting help from the 44s. Carrot taps the wall, entering 1.
He's got the preferred lane. He does have the preferred lane now. I can't EXO when I need you to get a good camera angle.
Impact, the next premier driver to take the lead tonight. Carrot up to second. Fatality trying to find his way back in line. Max Snipes
and Banjo
on the inside of EXO. EXO is in this top 10.
I talked about him earlier. I said he's someone to watch out later in the season. He can be consistent at times when he wants to. Banjo, though, highest position he's run tonight. He's currently sitting in third. He's quietly running top 3. I would say it's a quiet night. He's someone to watch out for when you look at his top 5. He hasn't led yet, but he's definitely a strong car, and he's got a good car. It's just about fresh air and being able to pass. It's really difficult to pass, but if they make mistakes, too many mistakes up front, he could capitalize.
So Dark Ghost did go down pit road. I guess to have those issues from earlier get replaced.
Yes.
But right now,
repair the side panels, the front bumper, you know.
So here's a rundown of everyone that is in this lead pack. So starting with Impact, then we have Steel Carrot, Dan Trusting Banjo, Yoshi Racing, the Outsider 5th, LA Fatality in the 4, running in P6, EXO Austin, they're in the 7th spot, Max Snipes in 8th, then we have Cobra.
Oh, we see a move for Outsider.
Georgia Dog is in.
See Outsider making a move.
So 10th place, just went down pit road. A couple others did as well.
Oh, that's going to cost Outsider a lot of track position. He just went for a move and it did not work, so he's going to drop all the way back to
Here we go!
And here we come, pit stops. Here they all come.
Dirtiest Cat, though, going under the white line. I think he might be out of fuel already, unless he's going more conservative.
Here they go. Clean entry. Can you guys get it clean? Yep, a lot of cars. Look at this. We got 20 cars here. Hendrick, look at that massive amount of cars.
So everyone already in the pit road. Still more cars entering in this time.
Yep, a lot of good cars coming down pit road. It looked pretty clean in my opinion. A lot cleaner than you would think with that many cars entering at the same time. And by the way, they entered with about 20 out of 37, so 17 laps. That's very possible. Just a little half
Cobra
throttle, and you can
currently
make
the
it.
leader. He is just entering in.
And we have the leaders the same exiting. It's gonna be the 8 car. Impact is gonna lead us to green. Never mind. Steel Carrot jumps him. Excellent pit crew stop by his pit crew, and he jumps Impact on pit road. Hendrick, that's a shakeup.
I'm still waiting for everything to cycle around. Cobra is still the leader because he was one of the last ones in.
And Georgia Dog files in line around 5th in this pack. So he's going to use the draft to hold up inside the top 5 now, as that jumps him inside the top 5.
Betts is exiting now, same with Cobra. And I believe I had just gotten word that Tyreek Speed has lagged out of the race, so looks like another DNF. This time for the 9 car.
Well, at least he hasn't been like wet. Poor guy. He even got shamed on for 2 races in a row.
But how about
and then his internet
Carrot?
went out today.
What a good race for him so far. Consistently been in the top 10. Right now, leading the way, hoping to get a stage win here. Help him in his point situation, even though it's still race 3 of the season.
I personally wouldn't want to be the leader here. I feel like you can't save at all as a leader. Like, the catbird seat, in my opinion, is actually 4th and 5th. I know Georgia Dog, though, did pit a lap earlier than everyone else. So he may not be in the catbird seat, but I would say Matt Snipes, maybe, and Yoshi Racing. I would say Yoshi Racing and Banjo are in the cat seat right now.
And as you said for the lead,
Impact
gets by. Carrot's going to be the second one in line, so he can now save.
Pretty easy. I still can't tap the wall. He tapped the wall there.
He did. Georgia out of line.
He's going to try to slide up in front of Banjo. He does. I dropped my glue eraser for some reason.
So remember that Georgia was the first one to pit. He is in the lead group and actually gained a few spots now in P6.
But he's not good on fuel unless he can save. As we have 16 to go in stage 2. Coming to 15.
Yeah, Georgia is 1 lap short, so tough break there. Maybe he might get a break with a caution. So far, no cautions for incident.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like last week in stage 1. We don't talk about the other stages.
Yeah, I think everyone finally got the message that maybe we shouldn't be racing so hard. But then again, Kansas is one of those tracks where, you know, it's a little bit more wider.
It's not really racy. It's not really racy. It's
more
more
close call
about
with
just following
Dupron
line.
just now, as we kept talking about that. He nearly wrecked. He kept it straight.
Most of the field
Here's
died?
Yoshi
What do you mean?
on the bottom. May lose a spot or two. Exo gets by. So Exo up to 4th. Georgia up to 5th. Max Snipes at 6th. Yoshi drops to 7th.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Silence, it takes a lot to get a big one. I feel like 2020 is really, I guess, made a difference last week at Kentucky. They weren't used to them, and I want to see how stage 3 is, Hendrick. I'm gonna leave it out to stage 3 and see what happens in stage 3, how aggressive they get, because that's gonna be when all the actions can come in. We're gonna see some dive bombs. We're gonna see some hard racing. Right now, I feel like everyone's settled down. They're content with how they're running right now. Like Banjo, in my opinion, he likes sitting in 3rd. X, on the other hand, he might want to get 3rd or 4th and maybe lead this race. There's different mindsets.
Big move here by the 18, going to the inside of the 17 of Snipes.
He clears him.
Outside they're trying to follow, but I don't think that's going to work for them too. Fatality's going to fill up that space.
Yeah, no room for him.
Or Yoshi. They both fall to the back of the line.
Where's the other Yoshi when we need him?
Yeah, here's
what has happened
here's
to
an
our
update
champion?
on the 24 of Yoshi. Here he is. Out of 4 heats
Struggling right now, huh?
Not in the top 10. He does have a little damage. Don't know if that occurred at this stage or not. But he is riding behind
Yoshi
Cobra.
is struggling. Yeah, Yoshi Supremacy is the Yoshi Racing one.
As Carrot having issues, he is falling back. Just got passed by Exo for that 3rd spot. Georgia to the bottom now for that 4th spot.
Remember, he did lead. Remember, he led a few laps, so this could be strategic as Georgia continues to march on and try to make moves. He's not worried about fuel. He knows he's short, so he's going to try to capitalize as long as he can.
Impact down on the bottom.
Now X is up to third.
Impact on the bottom. He's going to lose the lead, so trusting Banjo.
He's trying to save.
Is going to take
the lead for the first time. Yeah, first time denied. He's able to get up to the lead as he looks. Does he want to lead? That's the real question. They're all going to the bottom.
And Exo
does he even want to lead?
The outside. 3 wide, possibly no. Impact back.
Georgia comes down. Georgia pits.
So with
Georgia
that,
just pitted.
Exo Austin now looking for control.
We can see Impact and Banjo going to the bottom of fuel save. They don't want
Impact back to the
Impact
top.
Get back in line. And Banjo tried to do the same and could not get back in there.
The 19 car on the bottom in this group. That's Master Killer.
Killer.
Exo to the bottom.
Yep. He blocks. I just had a voice crack.
Ooh, Impact. Stays behind Exo. Look at
Steel carrot. And Exo in the middle.
Everyone just trying to not be the leader. That's what it seems like here, as Georgia did exit.
It's called, what's the word where you follow the leader?
Game of hot potato at this point. You don't want to be the leader.
Yeah, exactly. Hot potato, hot potato. What's I don't know the lyrics of the song anymore. I haven't played that game in a while. I apologize to anyone.
Outsider into the wall.
Outsider in the wall! Well, we did have a nearly caution with Mets and someone else earlier, so the 50 of quick, so we'll see if we get another incident like that. But right now, they're getting pretty racy, I would say. Oh, 34 could not get back in line. He's going to drop all the way outside the top 5. Oh, they're all checking out off the corner.
Everyone's still going, but the question is, who's going to be the next one to duck down the pit road?
I think they're trying not to pit.
And look at this. Because of all the stack-ups, here comes Georgia Dog. He is still in this first group. He may try and get a lap back before
he pitted. Yes, he's going to try to get his lap back. As we see, they're all 3 wide back here. This is providing the best racing at Kansas we've seen. Banjo, Master Killer, and on the 4 car. The 4 car fatality, they're still 3 wide back here. Georgia has nowhere to go, though. Where does he go? There's nowhere to go. They're everywhere. This is just a mass of cars. We see Yoshi now back into the fray. Dream.
Oh, close call there. Carry the wall.
Into the wall. The 44 goes. Normie and the 4 car on the wall.
Fatality went back down in front of some of the other cars in this lead pack.
Oh, 17 hit the wall. I don't know how, but they didn't wreck. I'll give them props on that. They didn't spin.
Oh, there they go.
And there they go. And there they go. Soon let's talk about praising them.
Oh, hard hitting the inside wall was the outsider. He just nailed that inside wall.
I did not get a good angle of that.
He took a shot.
They didn't slow down there.
My goodness.
Into the wall, Exo goes. Gets a good run still there. As a single file out behind Master Killer. 20 car on the wall. 17 Yoshi. And Dream working together.
So now with that, the top
Yoshi.
5, Impact, Yoshi Racing, Master Killer, Exo, and Steel Carrot. King Coda up to P6. Followed by Cobra, Banjo in 8th.
Exo on the wall again. He cannot keep hitting that wall. Oh, Steel Carrot right in front of the 10. Nearly kills the field back there. Look how wide they are at this track. They're making this track super wide for no reason. Guys, get your marbles together, get it straight, and you guys should be fine.
As Exo gets by Master Killer, that's for P3.
I say they need to chill out.
It's 2 to go right now.
Oh, we see someone in the grass, the 66
so that
SP
was why there was
struggling.
no caution earlier, because it was less than 5 to go. The car in the grass just now was SP Motors.
I said that.
As now we're getting to the white flag here.
Impact leads over the 18 and the 41.
Exo.
Impact wants to win a stage for his team as he's subbing.
Exo, the highest
the first stage win in
driver
NXT.
on the leaderboard with the white flag out.
How defensive is that 8 car? Does he have enough gas? That's a real question.
Others just trying to survive. Here they go. 18. Will he make a move? Yes, he will.
He's gonna dive into the bottom.
Slide job. Will he be able to clear him?
Slide job.
Yoshi racing.
He's out.
Him and the air out. Everyone's out behind. Yoshi.
Cobra's not though. He's pushing. Look at Cobra stealing second there. And Georgia Dog did not get his lap back. But Cobra steals third and second. Cobra went from 4th to 2nd on that last bit of that stage. What a run by Cobra there. He stole it from them boys. Alright, so Max Snipes is currently your points leader potentially here.
Yeah, I was going to say top 10, Yoshi, Cobra, Impact, EXO, Max Snipes to top 5, Racing Dream in 6, LA Fatality 7th, Trusting Banjo 8th, Dark Spartan 9th, and then Do Prime rounds out the top 10 for stage number 2.
Do Prime getting some more stage points. Impact, EXO, Mac, Dream, Fatality, Trust Banjo. He did get more points than Do, so that could be something to watch as Banjo has gotten more points than the guy he was battling with. Normie's struggling tonight, so we could see a new points leader in Banjo. Because Normie is nowhere near the top 10 at the moment.
There we go.
Alright, here we go.
Stage 3, Yoshi Racing, and then Cobra on the outside. Back to green.
Good restart for both of the JGR teammates. Remember, one's a sub and one's an official teammate, so they could work together here and get back in line, but no. Immediately, Cobra goes to the top. Remember, early on this restart, the top lane is not preferred, but if he can hold on to the top outside of the 8 car, he could hold it.
EXO in the wall. Still green. Nope. No one else wrecked.
He lets Impact get back in line, and so now they're going to be single file for a little bit. We're going to get the stages very soon as we see Dream making a move or trying to make a move on Fatalities. We see the 43 of Do pushing him.
Looking on throughout the field here.
For you real quick. Alright. 51 laps in stage 3.
Ooh,
so potentially...
Kodo with a slide job. Able to make it in line.
Alright, here, Hendrick. 2 pit stops at least this stage. At least 2 pit stops. And that's pushing it, by the way.
Oh,
51. Oh! And around they go! Leppy involved!
Leppy around. That will definitely be our first caution for incident.
Leppy has not recovered. He had such a good start, but after the incident with his teammate in Cowboy Tech, it has been rough for him. He has not been able to get through the field.
Meanwhile, it's kind of like trying to take the lead
making a dive
before we get to the yellow.
Is he gonna lose third?
And he will not.
Is he gonna lose second here? As Cobra's got the run. Nope. To the line. Cobra steals second. Yep. Cobra's been stealing at this line for second place every single run. Alright. Hendrick, I am gonna use the restroom. Do not talk bad about me.
Oh yeah, don't worry, I won't talk bad about you. The first caution for incidents. As some cars still getting their laps back, looks like Tampax was the one that just got by. While we have this time here, I do want to remind everybody about those channel points. Again, 300 points. You can go on board with a random driver for 3 laps. If you want to go on board with anyone you choose, that would be 500 points. As all the lead lap cars going down the pit road this time, we'll see if anyone chooses to stay out. And it doesn't look like it. So we're going to stay on board here with the 18. See if he will be the first one to exit out. And also, by the way, I do want to shout out everybody that was here last week. Nearly 300 views. Currently top 5 for all Heat 5 streams as of recent. So we'll see if Yoshi exits out first. Already out of his stall. And he won't. Master Killer in the 19 is going to be the first one off. Yoshi Racing second. Cobra third off. That's the first 3 cars that was off of pit road. We have Impact, the 4th one off. And that looks to be the 17th Max Snipes, the 5th one off. We'll see how we form up here for this restart. Our first choose option. Alright, Silent Boy has redeemed the driver on board for 5 laps. He's going to pick Banjo. Alright. So for the next 5 laps, we'll do it under green laps. We're not going to do it under caution because that just wouldn't be fair for a spin. So the first 5 laps when we get back to green, we'll go on board with this guy right here, Mr. Banjo. Very good pick again. Shout out to Silent Boy for the redemption. So when we get back to green, those 5 laps will be under effect. And then as a reminder for those who are curious for Premiere tomorrow night, they will be at Atlanta for their 2nd race of the regular season. Camo and I will be on the call for that one. As there's the formation here. Killer on the outside, Yoshi Racing on the inside. Cobra, 2nd car on the bottom. 2nd car on the top is Impact. We did have cars going back down the top off. Here's some of them.
I'm here.
Dirtiest Cat in, Tampax in, Yoshi, the NXT defending champ, is in.
I know you guys love hearing my voice. Hello guys, I'm back.
So again, when we get to the restart, we'll go on board with the 34 for the next 5 laps, courtesy of Silent Boy.
How many to go, Hendrick? How much do we have to go?
Still a pretty good bit to go. Still a very good bit.
We got a little over 40, I think. We're coming about 37,
yeah, when we get
38.
When we get to the line here, let's see, 134, it will be about 46 to go. So with that being said,
strategy.
As they get out of 4 here, prepare for the restart, let's get back to the 34 of Mr. Banjo. For the restart,
Master Killer.
Back to green.
Master Killer got a good jump. Did he take 2 tires or something? Because there's 3 JGR cars now. And Exo got a horrible restart. That 41 is way left out to dry.
Well, here's the thing. If
Here
you're
comes
what,
Master Killer to the
I
lead.
see what Exo was trying to do. He was trying to get an opening to where he can go on the outside. He does have one behind the 34, and he will take it, as Banjo had a close call with the wall there. Everyone already up in the front, getting their spot on the high line. As Yoshi Racing, last week's winner in NXT in command, looking to go back-to-back in his first 2 starts in the NXT series. King Koda on the wall. That was the 10 car that is going way slow in turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, he's got to check up. I think back there they had to check up for him or something.
Banjo again
44
hitting the
still
wall,
carrying.
entering 3.
Yo, I'd watch that 44. He is moving right now. Oh, wait.
Yeah, Steel Carrot came down
Aquaman.
under that last caution to top off. That's why he is back there, but he does have good raw speed, as Brent had mentioned. Master Killer now out of the high line. Gonna have to find spot back in line, or else that drop.
He's in the wall. That is
Impact in the wall.
Someone in the wall.
Look at Banjo
Impact,
at the
yeah, I
bottom.
saw that.
He's gonna try the slide job on him, and he's gonna get it done.
He's gonna do it on Master Killer. Yes, he does. He clears him.
Great
Oh, the
move
41 of
by
Exo gets
Banjo.
into the 8 car. But that's not gonna work. Here comes Master
he
Killer
goes
back to the top.
up. Can't do it.
Could not complete the pass, which he wanted to do there. Top 2 are still Cobra.
tries
He
it again,
jump.
and he
He
got
does
it.
it. They're too compacted. Yep. The problem with the 19 is that they were too compacted to get underneath him, let off, and get underneath the 34. So it helped the 34 of them being compact or in that jumbled up mess. That's the word I would use. They were jumbled up and they couldn't move. Kind of like a cream pie. You just can't,
top
like,
2 have
the 19 was
gone
stuck.
away from the rest of the field after all of that just happened.
Remember, Master Killer's on older tires, so he's just trying to hang on.
As once we get to the line here, that will complete, or almost complete, the onboard. Currently 41 to go. So we'll stay with him here until the end of this lap. As now everyone just trying to get back up to the top two. Cobra on the bottom line. Won't be able to complete the pass on Yoshi.
Attempt to move.
It won't. But Banjo's going to get right back up there with him, and that's how the onboard ends.
Oh, the 3 wide back here.
Yeah, we see a couple cars back here that have damage.
Caution is out.
Yeah, there you see
Caution is out.
The outsider,
the other Yoshi.
Yep.
The champion of the series. Something happened between those two.
Yep. Heavy damage for the 2 car from what we saw. That's helping more people get their laps back. Again, the whole controversy from earlier, trapping everyone a lap down. Looks like the 78's going to be the one to get his lap back.
Let's go, Mets! Hell yeah.
On the outside, yep. There you see him slowly getting by everybody. Yes, Chad Love, this is an Xbox League. This is the ODRL Nxt series, the secondary league to the ODRL Premier series that runs every Monday night. NXT runs every Sunday nights at 9:30 Eastern. This is race 3 of the 4th and final season for Heat 5.
I'm showing Mets off. Met 78. Look at our glorious league owner. Finally getting his lap back. Yes, I am gonna glaze him.
So we're gonna look on from Banjo, close to the pit road exits.
Shout out for him for dealing with all of the people in this server. I know it can be tempting to scream at everyone, especially in that general chat.
So the race off pit roads we see here, Yoshi racing the first one off.
19 beats 11.
That was very close.
Cobra takes it. Oh my god.
After them is Trusting Banjo and then Impact. Those are the first 5 off. You see Exo, Fatality, Normie right after them.
As long as I see Leppy and Cowboy Tech making their... Oh god, Trevi. Good god, he's laggy. I forgot Trevi's in the field tonight. I apologize, Trevi. I just haven't seen you. Let me give you some camera time. I apologize.
So we'll have the choose option this time by when we get to the line. So we'll see where everyone picks. May see something similar to the last one, to where row 1 gets completely covered. And then the 3rd place car will pick the bottom. That's my guess for how this will work out.
We might see some pit stops here.
No one up in the front will go back down. Mid-pack, we may see a couple. Yes, we do.
I would say a lot of the mid-packers.
And yep. Row 1 covered. Master Killer goes to the outside. Banjo also choosing the outside. Impact will be in row 2 on the bottom. Exo covers row 3 on the bottom. Well. Yep.
Yep, and Fatality, Normie. So someone who struggled throughout tonight's race finally gets some, I guess, a row up, multiple rows up, and he finally inside the top 10, top 5 now. Also, make your party invite only now.
Oh, yeah.
We got that adjusted. Just in case, you never know. I don't know. I don't really have friends that join me off parties, but, you know.
So we're seeing all these guys that just topped off. Mets, Trevi, Coda, among those. The outsider also in. Yoshi, Lewis, all topped off. So for this restart here, it will be Yoshi on the outside, Cobra on the bottom. When we get to the line, it will be 37 to go.
Yeah, I think topping off there was the right decision by everyone who just did it, because you're going to be pushing it here. Alright, here we go for the restarts. Yoshi Racing leads us back to the green flag. Teammates on front row and second row. Besides that 8 car, you see a good jump by them. I think the 11 car... if I'm the 18, I say you let the 11 up and try to work together with him and let Master Killer draft you. There they go. The strategy's working out beautifully for them. If the 8 car gets in between them, though, that's going to cost him. He does. Good job by the 8 machine as he breaks up the 3 Toyota cars.
EXO, first car on the bottom, trying to find a spot back in line, and it looks like he's going to have to stay on the bottom, along with a couple others, including Max Snipes. But Cobra running all the way down next to the grass before he enters turn 1.
Oh, they see them sliding up. Max Snipes and someone, the 48 of Normie, get together.
Normie going to keep that
They're
high
3
line.
wide with Leppy. Finally, Leppy got some track position.
Leppy for the first time after that incident early on in stage 1 with R4D and Cowboy Tech. Yep. He's finally
Sadly,
able
his
up there.
teammate got into him.
Same with R4D. He is still up there.
Yep, he's with Leppy. They've been moving together through the field. So, that's fun to watch. Dynamic between those two. Oh, into the wall. The 22 goes. Rocky Top. He slides up in front of Steel
there you see
Carrot.
that second group starting to merge a bit after
Steel
that contact.
He hasn't been able to make his way
I
through the
felt
field.
bad for using the whip cam last week, so I'm going to use the Tyreek cam this week. So we're going to watch the leaders go on by.
Also, sad news in the Tyreek camp. He has announced his early retirement from racing in the Discord due to lag issues. So have a happy retirement. We will miss you, Tyreek, as we had some fond memories about Tyreek. But I'm joking. Please don't retire. We love having you in the races. I know it's an internet problem. I know you can't really fix it now, but it's kind of sad to see you retired based off of issues that you can't really control.
Yoshi Racing running that bottom line, losing all kinds of spots here. Impact now second, Master Killer third, LA Fatality in that 4th spot, and Yoshi trying everything he can to at least stay in the top 5. It's going to be hard to do so. It's EXO into the wall.
That 18 went to the bottom.
That maybe is opening, and it is EXO in the wall again.
Here comes Banjo on the roll, slipping up. They're all slipping up.
Accident again. As now the 4-car breakaway begins, Yoshi now trying to get back to the top 4.
Oh, here comes the guys on the outside making a move on the 20-car of Dream. They're trying to get around him as well as Normie. There's a gap between the 38 of Lewis and the 55, and he gets in there.
R4D to the inside of Max
to not go. Yep, he's not working with him.
Won't do it, goes back to the top, right in front of Normie.
I'm going on board with Leppy. I'm watching from his point of view as Master Killer decides to still pushing a little bit with the 8 car. Oh, they get loose! 22 of Rocky in the grass.
Able to keep it going. Still green, but very unfortunate.
Master Killer. Fatality! Master Killer nearly gets in. We have a lead change. The 8 car of Impact.
Impact.
For the second time tonight. Cobra made a mistake, and that costed him the lead.
Master Killer in second, then
the
Fatality, then Yoshi, then Banjo. That is the top 5. But Impact, one of those premier guys that qualified in, currently in front.
Oh, the 17 scrapes the wall, but luckily keeps it straight. He did not get hooked to it. Remember, when you scrape the wall, you are very lucky. In my opinion, that is very rare to scrape the wall and not having speed lost.
As Cobra still trapped on the bottom, he may have to end up going behind the 31
behind
of Leppy.
Yep. I think that's what Leppy wants. He needs to bridge that gap before the 11 can get in. He does. Good on him. Now he's going to go up to 10th. So he's making his way slowly with Georgia. Georgia and him are working together right now. They're moving through the field. Nearly inside the top 10.
So let's get back up closer to the front. Here's Master Killer. Looking on with him right now. Master Killer.
That 19,
very
yeah.
Good. Yeah.
The 19's having a fantastic run. Making the 19 proud, huh?
Yeah, he's done a very good job tonight so far. Arguably,
he's doing me justice.
The best overall Toyota tonight.
He's doing me justice tonight.
But a good group so far, with Impact leading the charge. First car not in that group is Steel Carrot. He's trying to get back to the draft of that lead pack. Here's where the 44 is.
27 more laps to go. 26 at the line. Pit stops are in about 6 to 7 laps. We start to see some movement up front. Look at them starting to swirl and whirl. What the hell?
Swirl and whirl.
And whirl. Yeah. If I say it, it's a real word. I guess it's a real word now. Swirling World.
You
is
know
starting
what?
to move.
We talked about SOL last week, and now it's going to be Swirling World this week
Hey.
for new phrases.
At least you didn't school me on those phrases.
Don't give me the idea on that one. But
Yeah,
still green at the moment. Everyone at least trying to stay on that high line, except you're in the top two. You just saw them go below that apron across the finish line.
Oh, Leppy in the wall. Hard in the wall.
Yeah, that was Dream. I think that just went under that yellow line just now.
Here comes a 44 through the middle.
Carrot gets by both. Following him is
Fisher can do the same. Yep. Costly mistake by the 31. Something happened. I think he got stuck in the wall.
Fatality in the wall. Stacks everyone up in the lead group.
Stacks them up. Yeah. 1834 get together. That might be front end damage on those two cars. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a thing to watch on pit stops. Do they have to repair the damage?
The top two does not pull away from them. They're just gonna get back in with everyone else that was involved in that stack up.
The 20 car is way off pace now. He's dropping like a fly right now.
And with everything that just happened in that first group, Steel Carrot, he's still not in that group, but he may have Leppy in Tampax to help him out get back up there.
Oh, it's around! Banjo round! And there they
Banjo
go!
around! There you see the
And there they go, Axel round!
That is a caution.
Stormy around! And that's the big one! At Kansas! Something happened up front. I don't know what happened, but that was super quick. Outsider hits the 24 and they're still wrecking.
And look at how many people survived that incident. Only 4 cars from that original group. Impact, Master
Leppy
Killer,
survived.
LA Fatality, and Yoshi Racing. Those are the top 4.
The big one.
That definitely got away from that one.
The big one at Kansas just happened randomly. We did not suspect that was going to happen.
If we learned any from last week, is that if you have a big lobby like this, a big one was bound to happen at some point. It finally happens here in Stage 3.
I wonder how that VC is. I hate these big wrecks. Everyone's screaming at one another.
Trusting Banjo was one of those that got collected. Here's where he is now. Still trying to catch up with a destroyed race car.
Silent. To be completely fair, that was our second caution of the night, which is amazing to me.
So pit stops.
They're doing a lot better than they did last week. I'll give them props. They actually are good this week. I'm happy about that. They've been a lot cleaner, in my opinion.
No one is going to stay out here.
I think everyone else has damage except Dark.
Yeah, Dark goes to the 23, stays out.
He might pit on shoes. I feel like it's not worth staying out. You're on older tires now.
So
pits on shoes, I guarantee you.
Let's use Tyreek here to see who exits out first.
Impact's out.
Race off. Still waiting.
Impact beats Master Killer. He beats the 4. He's out of pit road first.
But yes, as we talked about earlier, Impact off first, Master Killer Fatality, Steel Carrot, Yoshi Racing the first 5 off.
31 more laps to go. One more pit stop unless we get an untimely caution here, Hendrick. If we had a caution with about 5 more laps, that makes it a fuel strategy race.
But Dark Ghost,
knowing this league and Yoshi in the race, it will be a fuel saving race.
Dark Ghost, the only car to stay out. We'll see if he comes back down.
There's no way. There's no way you don't pit on shoes if you're doing that strategy.
Yeah, he's going to go back down.
Personally, I would. You need the freshies.
So with that, Impact gets the lead back, but we're still seeing more people come back down. Steel Carrot. That is Steel Carrot that is going back down the second time. And we will not choose this time by. Looks like everyone's still trying to catch back up to the leaders.
Well, that is good news for the 23. When you stay out another lap, I feel like that entices people to come down pit road again.
So what was a calm race has now become more of, I would say, a wreckfest, a survival of the
Eh.
fittest.
Hey.
Not only
Chill
with
out. We had one
cautions,
big
but
one.
more so keep an eye out for the fuel mileage.
I would say it's more of about the intensity is ramping up, so we're starting to see some more mistakes by the drivers. As we saw there, I think someone in the rear initially got loose and probably went around. And then we saw up front, someone went around again on probably the apron. I think it was Exo. Got bumped a little bit in the wrong side of his car and spun in front of the field. So it's more about mistakes up front more than them, I guess, being chaos. I think we've only had 2 cautions in stage 3. And
Oh, look at this! Impact going back down, and everyone else is going to follow.
So you know who takes the lead here? The 45 of Fisher.
Yep.
I was going to say the 23 of Dark Ghost.
Fisher racing,
but
Exo staying out.
Yoshi staying out. If you're in the rear, I would stay out. Yeah,
Outsider,
stay out, guys. Outsider.
Carrot, Dark Ghost.
I told you, it's enticing to stay out.
And because
at this point.
of that, now we're having
choosing.
to wait and see if everyone chose their lanes. Looks like they did, because Carrot is flying by a few cars here.
That is true. There is always one caution at the end, usually. But what we've seen recently, the caution usually comes out on a fuel run, a long-ass fuel run. And then we have them all breaking up fuel saving, so it's gonna be fun to watch. What's the strategy? Do you just... I think you push here.
I wonder
you're
if
not
they're
worried about
going to
fuel.
have to postpone this. We're still waiting to see if everyone can catch back up in time.
Remember, no, hold on, Hendrick. You remember the rule where if you pit on choose, you have to catch up to the field manually. They do not wait on you. So if you don't catch up here, you're screwed.
Or,
it's your job
in
to
my
catch
words
up.
from last week, SOL. So up in the front,
shit out of luck.
Yoshi, the defending champ, with Fisher Racing on his outside. As we get back to the restart
3
zone.
cars on the outside, 30 cars
back
on the
to
bottom.
green. Good
Here we
jump
go.
for Fisher.
Fisher got an amazing jump. Did he jump the start?
If he did,
he was the leader,
it definitely helped Exo and
he was the
Carrot.
leader. He was the leader, so he chose when to go. Great jump by him and his crew. As I see now, they're going to file out, and we're going to see the back half of the field try to struggle and make their way to the field again, as they were single file basically from 15th on back.
And Yoshi already in jeopardy of losing a top 5 spot, trying to get in front of Dark Ghost. He will.
Oh, Exo tapped the wall there. Here comes the 2-car of Outsider on the outside of the 34 of Banjo.
18 to go.
18 to go. Oh, this
know.
is within the window.
Yes, it is.
We're going to see some fuel saving here.
Just to let everyone
might get
know,
this win.
after the end of this race, we'll interview the top 5, including the race winner tonight.
That's what they were doing. That's what they were doing, Hendrick. They were fuel saving. They were making sure everyone's good on fuel. So Impact, Spartan, and others have a great shot at winning. If you're leading, I would say your chance of winning is minimal. So if I'm Exo, I want to drop back. I don't want to be up front.
So Fisher Racing,
one
one of our rookies this season, trying to get his first NXT win. But at the least, as Brent mentioned, yes, he will lead some laps.
Yes, that is
Just
crucial.
look at the top 5 as a whole. Fisher Racing, Exo Austin, Steel Carrot, Banjo, Outsider. If you combine their total wins in NXT, it is a goose egg.
0. That's kind of harsh, though.
But behind them, Yoshi, in comparison, won his first NXT race last season, won his first NXT championship.
Here comes a 2-car, gonna try to slide in line in front of the 24. He cannot do it. Now look at that position in 6. Yoshi is solid at fuel saving as well.
Yoshi up to 5th now. Get by that 2-car.
Yoshi, maybe Banjo, and Impact, if Impact can keep his star straight, are the 3 favorites right now.
So I don't know if Fisher is aware of the consequences of being the leader. You're not going to save as much as everyone else behind you. I guess that may be just a part of being a rookie this season. I'm shocked that we haven't seen him try to surrender that lead yet. Don't know if that's just because you don't want to lose that much track position, or if he's just unaware about the fuel mileage situation. And nobody is willing to back out of that top line to save.
That's the thing, I don't know if it's really a fuel strategy now. I'm starting to wonder if they don't know if they can make it. I'm wondering if they're actually saving, because when we looked back, it was 18 on 18 with 18 laps to go. So I don't know if that's really possible to save. But we are seeing it back here. We're starting to see the 20 car. The 62, I know he can save Tampax. Even though he's on roller, he'll save a little bit. Cobra, RD. So we could see it. I know Georgia is definitely doing it.
Just looking on throughout some of the other cars in this first group. Here's LA Fatality. Yoshi right behind him. Same with Max Snipes, Georgia, Cobra, R4D among those still in this group. Tampax.
They're fuel saving.
Dark Ghost.
Georgia's fuel saving. Yeah, they know about the fuel strategy.
Parry the wall. The third place car.
Here comes Banjo trying to capitalize.
And
he's gonna try to clear him. Here comes Yosh.
Remember, not even 10 minutes ago, he was one of those collected in that big accident.
The perks of fuel saving, you can actually jump a lot of cars as they're backing off and letting off a ton.
Trusting
But Yoshi
Banjo,
cannot capitalize that.
The car that looks like it just went into the dumpster is now running in the top 3. And they are starting to pull away.
And then it clears off. Look at that busted up hood. The rear end squished in.
Might have to take a trip all the way to Los Santos to get that car repaired. But nonetheless, it is still with a chance to win in third.
Here comes Exo, battle for the lead. Problem is he pacing himself enough to save?
Now we're seeing
you gotta pace yourself.
Fatality out of the line. Is he gonna get back in front of Georgia? He won't.
Yoshi got right in front of Outsider. That's gonna cost Outsider position.
And it's gonna cause everyone to stack up. New car not in the top line right now. He's gonna lose some spots because of it. Won't get in front of Georgia.
Georgia Dog capitalizes. Yep, he's up the 9th. This is the point of view I'm actually watching right now, as I'm watching him for his lap counter because he keeps it up, and if he can save enough fuel here. As he's in the catbird seat.
9 laps to go. Fisher Racing.
We're under 10.
Exo Austin in second.
Sits in second. Banjo, I don't think X is saving either.
Carrot in fourth, and then Yoshi fifth. Could we have a first-time winner tonight?
Impact's not a first-time winner, right?
Impact.
Has he won in the series before?
Well, he won in Premier. But the thing is, when you look at it as a whole, the top 4 has never won in ODRL. Not even in Premier.
I'm worried about their fuel. I'm really worried about the fuel strategies. We see the 24 scrape the wall.
He did, and Impact trying to get in line.
Trying to take the catbird. He's trying to take the catbird seat. That is the spot you want. I think you want to be 5th currently. That is for the win.
Just can't do it. But the 18 hit the wall.
He's going to be able to slide back up into where he was.
8 laps
you see
to
the
go.
18 be aggressive. We're seeing
Racing.
Yoshi. Look at Yoshi letting off. Look at the gap Yoshi let. He let off so much. You see the saving between 5th and 4th. They're both saving now. Steel Carrot and Yoshi.
So Fisher in front. We're looking on right now from our defending champ. This is about to become, in my words now, a clusterfuck.
Oh, Exo nearly hit the wall there. That's gonna affect Yoshi in the wall! And he's stuck! He gets contact! They keep it straight.
So now, after everything that just happened, the top 4 has a breakaway.
Yo, Lewis went around. I think Lewis went around in the back. I don't think he collected anyone else.
Verdict at the line, still green. More than likely, we're going to stay green the rest of the way. And we are, because it is 5 to go.
Under 5 to go. Yes, sir.
Oh, leaders check up! Banjo to the top! Going for the lead, it's the 34!
I would look out, we're going to have a...
The dumpster machine! is going to the front.
Exo and Fisher come to pit road. Here comes
leading
Yoshi.
that group. 4 to go.
4 to go. My bad.
So now can Banjo
Oh, he's in the wall,
it?
Yoshi! Yoshi hits the wall.
Max Snipes now.
He's slow.
For 4. And Banjo cannot
They're
make
letting off
it.
massively.
Banjo cannot make
Still
it.
Carrot's letting off massively here. He's letting off a ton as Mac and Georgia, here they come.
So there you see it. Banjo can't make it. Steel Carrot back in front.
They're all stacking up behind the leader. An Impact to the lead. 3 to go at Kansas.
Look at R4D and Georgia. 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, Georgia's been silently in that field around 8th. Been quietly saving.
Oh!
Here comes a slide job for the 55. He cannot
Can't
do it.
Cobra now up to
Georgia
4th.
up to 3rd. That is 3rd. Max Snipes, he's trying to win tonight. We're coming to 2 to go. We might see someone run out of fuel here as Georgia has a light on. Here comes Mac. Got a good run off of 1 and 2. Here comes someone coming out of pit road.
That was Banjo, but now
Gonna try to use the draft of the leader. He uses the draft of the lap car. 17 in the wall. We're coming to white flag. Here comes Fatality.
It will be the white flag. Here tonight that Kansas can Impact stay in front for just one more lap.
He tapped the wall there. He did tap the wall, but here comes Max Snipes. He's going to get a good run if Impact runs out of fuel.
Keep an eye out
into
there.
Into 1 and 2.
17.
Good run by Mac.
Cobra
got a run there.
Inside.
Here comes Cobra. Here he comes down the backstretch.
To the inside he goes.
Impact blocks. He blocks him. To the apron. Who's going to win? Who's going to run out?
Cobra gets the
Cobra
spot,
to the lead!
Cobra with a last lap pass! Into the playoffs, Cobra goes!
What a race! The strategy by Cobra, Impact nearly held on, but Cobra gets it done at Kansas.
And I wonder...
What a finish.
I'm just gonna go on ahead and say this now. I wonder who picked Cobra. I wonder who picked Cobra. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
My picks, they kind of disappointed me tonight. I don't want to talk about it. Hey, can we just... That Yoshi, you know, he was...
Yeah. Top 5, Cobra, Impact, Fatality, R4D, Georgia. The top 5. Tampax, Leppy, Yoshi Racing, Dark Ghost, Racing Dream rounding out the top 10. So we're going to go on ahead
Banjo had a strong night.
Get everybody back in here. And also get Mets fan as always.
Mr. Metz, did he go a lap down? How many laps did he fall?
I don't know, honestly.
I'm hoping he didn't go 3.
But Cobra gets it done. How about that?
Yeah, congrats to those guys. Alright, Cobra, Impact, Fatality. I call Georgia. I was watching this team.
You can do 3, 4, and 5. I'll do the top 2.
Actually, hold on. No, we're not going to change up the order. I was going to ask. No.
What were you going to do? What was you asking?
Nah, I'm joking. Maybe I get Impact.
I mean, look, if you want to get
like Georgia
if you want to get Impact, you can. I can just do LA Fatality. You can do 2nd place if you want.
Okay, and then I'll let you do 4th?
No, I'll do 1st and 3rd. You can do 2nd, 4th, and 5th.
Okay, gotcha.
Alright.
You do 1st, 3rd, and 5th.
Alright, so we're still waiting for everyone to join back in.
I won't do Georgia.
Even though I watched this stream like a bunch of children, that's what it seems like to everyone else.
Right. We're just like we're discussing among ourselves.
Like, no, it's my guy to interview, not yours. It's mine.
He's mine. All right. Who is the Dude, whoever.
We're still waiting
God.
for Cobra. Then I'm gonna see here real quick. We're waiting on R4D as well.
Yeah,
You know
silent.
what?
Sadly,
I kept talking
so
about
far,
it.
Cowboy
I
Tech
just kept talking about it
struggling a
on the
little bit.
podcast. R4D, don't sleep on them. Yes, it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. R4D finished second at Dega, eighth at Kentucky. So yes, 3 straight top tens. All right, we're still waiting here for R4D. If someone can get him in here, so we can start this out.
Oh, my controller is glitching.
If we can't get R4D in here, we can get Tampact.
Oh,
So,
then I'll take Georgia. Then if you do Tampax,
so
do Tampax.
I'm
I'll take
trying to
Georgia.
I'm trying to wait and see if R4D can join in here. That's
Obviously.
I do have the top
Damn.
10 here. But we'll give R4D one quick second, give everyone a chance to cool down. Again, for those of you who stuck
That
around, I
finish was
appreciate
amazing.
y'all. I saw we had
That was an
around
amazing
11 to
finish.
15 viewers on average tonight. Very good once again.
Stay on my stream for interviews, Cowboy Tech and Silent. I know. I'm trying to keep up the average. I'm joking, but it should be
All
cool.
right,
I
yeah.
love that
Oh,
finish
there we
though.
go. Cool. All right. So with that being
Yay!
said, all right, for those of you who are new to the interview section, all we do is just make sure your guys' party audio is included. There is
We
a
have awkward
checkbox
conversations.
in the party channel for you guys to check up. So with that being said,
Yep.
Bren will be interviewing positions 2, 4, and 5 tonight for his requests. I will be interviewing first and third. So with that being said, Bren can
Alright.
take it away.
Alright, someone who we didn't really see till the back half of this race. Georgia Dog, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
You were the person I was actually using tonight as my lap
I don't
counter,
see
so thank
anybody
you
in
for
here.
streaming by the...
Yeah, no problem.
What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna ignore Impact. Alright, so congrats on the top 5. I saw you... So what was the strategy heading into that third stage after we had that big one? You got up, I think you missed the big one, actually got up to 11th, and I think it was you and Leppy were working together, or I think you were following the 55, really. You were working with the 55 pretty well tonight. So how did you move your way through the field soundly throughout that third stage and finish inside the top 5 with that fuel strategy in play?
It was just a follow the leader type deal. I knew that it was going to come down to fuel strategy, and I knew my only shot, to get a good finish was to try and save as much as I could, and I stayed out, and I told myself I wasn't going to pit because I wasn't going to get 20th place for the third week in a row. So
And you know what,
I stood
Georgia?
on business.
It worked
and
out.
and I was able to get a top 5 my first of the year. Hopefully, this is a good sign of things to come. I've struggled this season. I mean, it started basically how last season did. So I'm hoping that the trends are going up from here on out. We got a ton of good tracks coming up for 2020 and 2022 that I'm really good at. So especially Pocono with the doubleheader next week. That's gonna be fun. I'm really good at Pocono, so I hope that I can keep this top 5 rolling.
If I'm not mistaken, it's a doubleheader as well. So either
Mm-hmm.
way, congrats on the top 5. This is definitely some good points for you. Much needed, by the way, guys. I think you were a little bit outside, but this should put you over the bubble for the cutoff line. So congrats on the top 5, Georgia, as I hope to hear from you more this season.
I appreciate it. For lastly, I want to give a shout out to you and Hendrik for streaming. Hendrik, it's always a pleasure to go back and watch your streams. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Brad, appreciate all you do with the league. You and Nick have really done a phenomenal job building this league, basically from the ground up. So we wouldn't be here without you guys. So thank you.
Alright, we're going to move on to someone who I know Hendrick and Mets are very high on. Someone who's been very solid this season. He is a rookie in the series. Make sure you include your audio. How you doing, RD?
Pretty good.
All right, heading in tonight, you've probably been the best rookie this season in terms of consistency wise. Is I think this is your third top 10 in a row. I think we spoke with you yet last. Did we speak with you yet last week? I think
Nah,
we did.
Talladega. I got eighth last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so still a good finish that week, but this tonight, a top three. We watched you drive through the field. I think you and Georgia were back there together, and I saw you guys driving through the field together. Go, give me your thoughts into stage three and the fuel strategy as well, and your race as a whole.
So at the beginning of the stage, I thought I was done for. It was hard to pass anyone because it's all a one groove track. And then I started driving through the field because everyone was saving, so I just was passing. And then I think the 34 wrecked or something. I don't remember. And I made it through, and so
It
that
was
got
a
me up.
huge one.
Yeah, I got up to like seventh or something, and I just stayed there and I saved until the end.
Yep, and you gained three positions from that
Yeah.
spot up to a top five, a top four. So good points. Give me your thoughts into next week and what your game plan going forward is.
Well, I think actually I'm gonna be points leader after this race because all of my
Ooh.
competitors got like 20th or lower or something. So
Okay.
I just am hoping for good stage points next week. I haven't finished in the top 19 at all in the stage.
All right. Well, that's a bold prediction by our driver in the 55, but he actually has been one of the most consistent drivers in the league. We'll see how that is midway through this week on the point situation. That'll be fun to watch, RD. Congrats on the top five. Hopefully, we hear from you more from this week on. I guess that didn't sound right. We'll hear from you more this season, hopefully.
All right, thank you.
All right. So we made a deal, Hendrik. I'm gonna send it over to you for third place.
All right. Well, with that being said, let's go on ahead and hear from our P3 finisher, Mr. LA Fatality. Fatality, make sure your audio is included. Fatality. He's not even in the party.
Fatal.
Ah,
Jesus.
Jesus.
We are not prepared, huh? We are not prepared.
That or
We're
he
like
just
the
didn't join the
Ragdag
party.
squad.
Either way, let's try and get a word from him here.
I know Impact was looking, but I don't think.
Yoo-hoo!
Well, if all else fails, I'll give him a quick second. Let me see. I'm looking in the chat. Hey, Landon, welcome to the chat.
There
buddy.
he
What's going
is.
on?
I had to invite him. It's almost
There we
like
go.
we didn't
All
invite
right.
him.
Fatality, make sure you click
Make sure
the
you click the
party audio box for me. Give him a sec to do that.
What's up, boys?
Going on. All right. Well, first things first, Mr. Fatality. Congrats on the P3 finish. First time we were able to talk to you this season. So first off, I know the last couple of laps was very chaotic with the whole fuel strategy game and all that stuff. So I want to hear from you. What was your situation like with the fuel mileage?
I was just kind of biding my time, saving a little bit of fuel in the back, so I made it pretty much till the end. I ran out just before the line, so I was good to go on fuel. But yeah, I was just kind of riding it out and seeing who was gonna run out, seeing who was gonna make it, and saving fuel by doing that in the process.
So let's play a scenario here. Say that this wasn't going to end on the fuel mileage game. Say there was going to be another late restart. If that was to happen, where do you think you would have finished?
I still think I had a top 5, top 10 car. That's where I was the whole race. So probably somewhere in there. Just depends on where you end up getting shuffled, whether you're on the inside or out, among other things. Getting hit, other stuff like that. Kansas things, because it's a 1-lane track.
So speaking of that, going to next week, we have the double header, and that's at Pocono. What are your thoughts there? Do you think maybe you're going to end up being one of those two winners? If not, maybe even have a chance of sweeping next Sunday?
I like the tricky triangle, so I figure if not win, maybe top 10 car for sure at both races.
All right. Well, with that being said, Fatality, before I let you go and let Brent interview our runner-up, do you have any special shout-outs you'd like to give?
Just shout out to everybody up front that I was racing with. It was a good race up there at the end, and we all kept it pretty clean. So it's all that matters, and it's all about having fun here.
Mhm. All right. Well, Vitality, congrats on your first podium finish of the season. I do wish you the best of luck going into the doubleheader next week.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, Bren, you can go on ahead and interview the driver that you requested, or runner-up.
Did I request him?
Yes,
I
you did.
requested
You
Georgia.
requested it.
I guess I did. well, me and him have a rocky relationship, technically, as he's my team owner. Hello, Impact. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all
You
right.
should include your audio. All right. To say the least, the words I would use is heartbreak, as we saw at the end there.
Oh, I knew it was
So
happening.
damn close. Yeah. Can you give me your thoughts and what? I don't know how to say it, but what was your thoughts going into stage 3? What was the strategy on the fuel saving side, and would you do anything differently than you did there? I mean, obviously you want the win, but was there anything else you could have potentially done there to maybe hold on to the win there, or I don't know how
I need
to say
another
it.
quarter of a lap. And, started in the back, obviously, made it to third, stage 1. I think I finished
You're
third,
moving.
stage 2 as well. And, I was just sitting there, and then the 44 was leading, and he started fuel saving in the high line, like way slower. And I got in the wall a little bit, and I think the 4 car hit me, and finally the 44 got out of the way. And when you're up front, it's hard to save. And
Yep.
I was like, I'd rather get a top 5 because, we need the points than try to save it and let all these guys pass me. If there's a wreck happen under 5 to go, then I didn't want to be in it. And sure enough, that's what happened. And so coming in the last lap, I knew I was going to run out going into turn 4. I went to just get low so I wouldn't be in nobody's way. And I didn't know
And
the
you
11
know
was down
what?
there. And
That made
I didn't know he was there. I'm glad I didn't wreck him or anything like that. And good win on him. He was able to sit back and save that little bit.
Hey, either way, it definitely made for an interesting show. Even though you were trying to go the way, it definitely made it intense from our point of view, as we saw. It looked like you were blocking, but either way, it was fun to watch you guys dueling at the end there. I know it wasn't intentional, but it still made for a great show. I know you wanted to win here, Impact, but I know you want to win on. You got good points for the team, which was the first thing that we wanted
Yeah,
today,
that was the main
and
goal.
a top 2. Yep. So, congrats on second place. Hopefully, we see you in victory lane tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. And
Where
if
are
you
we
ever run
racing
NXT
tomorrow?
again.
Atlanta.
Okay,
Atlanta.
I finished
Yes,
second
we're
there
running
last
short
season.
track.
So
Yep.
no, it was good. And I'm glad I didn't wreck Cobra. I didn't know he was down there. I knew he was behind me, but when I went to go down low, I didn't know he was going
I
down low
promise you,
with
it
me.
looked insane.
And
It was fun. It
I'm
was
just
fun
glad
to
I didn't
watch.
wreck him.
Yeah, I'm happy it wasn't a wreck at the end there either, because it was intense and fun to watch. Congrats on the top 3 or top 2 there, Impact, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yep. Good job,
I'll see you
Cobra.
tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna send it up to Hendrik for our very special winner this week.
All right, and with that being said, that driver, first off, I appreciate you for clutching up and getting my picks right this week. That is the driver of the 11, Mr.
Just gonna brag
Cobra.
about that.
Yes, I'm going to brag
Gonna brag
about
about
it.
that.
I'm on a good streak, a rare good streak. So with that being said, Cobra, make sure your audio is included.
How you doing?
Doing all right. Well, first things first, Cobra. Congrats on the dub. I know the season has been very wild for you to say the least. The whole controversy from Talladega. You pick it back up with Kentucky at top 5, and then here we are, race 3 of the season, and you finally get that win to hop on the win board column early. So with that being said, Cobra, how does it feel first off to get that win early on in the season in comparison to last season?
Man, it's a game changer because you can just focus on getting stage points and building up the playoff points when you get it early like that. Last season I dropped down to NXT about halfway, so I was chasing a win desperately, and that's tough to do. And the amount of races you have left is exactly the minimum to be able to be playoff eligible. So it's a big difference for sure.
So now going into Pocono next week, now that you got that win column checked off, What do you think is going to happen next week for you? Like, what are your expectations? Do you think maybe we'll see you win again at least one of those 2 races? Do you think maybe a potential sweep is possible?
Man, it's been a while since I raced at Pocono, but I think it's gonna be a wild one for sure. Don't really know the expectations at this moment, but obviously gonna go in there and try to run the best that I can.
All right, and I know this would be a potential podcast question, but I at least wanted to be the one to ask you this. So, with this season, now that you do have that win, I want to ask you what you think the over-under is for you this season in terms of wins. I know you started picking up the wins late last season, but going into this season, it's a full season. Do you see yourself going over or under
Hendrick.
3.5 wins?
That's a high amount.
I feel like realistically, I could probably hit right at 3, because it's really
Yeah, I would say
difficult.
3.
It's really difficult to win in here.
Well, realistic answer. That I was expecting around the 3 to 4 range, but I just wanted to hear it from you. All right. Well, Cobra, before I let you go and celebrate the dub, do you have any special shout-outs you'd like to give out?
Yeah, just shout out to Impact for realizing I was coming with the head of steam, and whether he saw me or not, I think if he wanted to, he could have forced me low, and if I would have hit his bumper, that's all the fuel it would have took for him to probably scurry away to finish first.
All right. Well,
I
Cobra,
didn't know you was there till when we went into turn 3, and I was like, "What's beside me?" And I was like, "Oh shit!"
That's what was crazy because I'm like, wait, the hell is going on? This is gonna be a great all-time finish here.
Well,
It
like
still
I
was.
said, I knew he was behind me, but I knew I was going to run out of fuel, so I didn't want to cause a wreck. So I went down because I'm a premier. A win doesn't do me any good in here as far as championship or whatever. So I didn't want to cause a wreck, and I didn't know he went low with me because I was just focused on forward and felt that little nudge on the inside. I'm like, what is that? And 11 cars there.
Whether I hit your back bumper or not, that's clean in my book. If you would have sent me below
Oh no,
white line, then that's not clean in my book. You know what I mean? So I think you did
Nope.
fine, even though it was unintentional. So
no, good win on you.
All right.
all right. Well, with that being said,
Either way,
Cobra, congrats on
You
the
earned it
dub.
tonight.
Not only did you get yourself
Locked
your
in.
first win of the season, you're also locked in early. You have a lot that you can collect now, at least until the end of the regular season in terms of playoff points. I wish you the best of luck going into Pocono next week.
thank you guys.
No problem. All right,
Man.
so we're going to recap the results
Poker,
really
oh
quickly.
no.
So I'm going to recap the top 10. Bren will do 11 through 20. I will do vice versa, and then, you get the rest. So, with that being said, Cobra,
Yada, yada.
win number 1 into the playoffs, second NXT driver with a win this season. He joins his teammate Tata Head in that, so even though Tata couldn't race
Not bad.
tonight, he does get to watch his teammate get the checkered flag this week. Impact, highest premier driver tonight, qualified in on speed, and he ended up showing that speed tonight with a P2. LA Fatality, first podium finish of the season. Great run for the number 4. Looked really strong all night. R4D, another rookie that had a great run tonight. Top 5, only rookie in the top 5, in fact, getting that P4. He should be top 2 in points after tonight. Georgia Dog in the 5. Best finish for him this season. He did not get a top 10 at all until tonight. In fact, he finished worse than I believe. He finished 18th or worse in his first 2 starts. So this is a great showing for the 5. Rounding out the top 10, Tampax Pro, again, 2 straight top 10s. Leppy went from finishing 27th for the first 2 weeks to 7th tonight. Great improvement for Leppy. Yoshi Racing, 2 straight top 10s in NXT. Good luck to him tomorrow. Dark Ghost in 9th, first top 10 for him. Congrats to Dark. And then Racing Dream, first start, is a top 10.
Alright, you gotta call on me. Sorry, I'm messaging one of my friends. Alright, so our 11th through 20th. So we have Spartan who won stage number, I think that was stage number 1 with the fuel strategy. He finished 11th. Max Knight finishes 12th tonight, had a solid run. Remember, he's currently top 5 in points, so we'll see how that stacks up. Rocky Top, a top 15, a good finish for him and his pit crew. 14th, MV Redneck. Remember, he was struggling under Hendrick. He got top 15, top 20 as well. Dirtiest Cat. He's the last car on the lead lap. He finished 15th. Steel Carrot, someone who we expected tonight to run very well. He struggled at the end there, got himself a lap down in 16th. Someone who I don't really like to talk about. He finished 17th. Go Dogs. Mets fan. Damn it, Mets. You couldn't beat Go Dogs.
Never. Why would I beat my car that earns me points?
Damn
Think
it,
about it.
Mets.
Think about
Damn
it,
it.
Brand. Why would I beat the car that earns me points?
So you intentionally let off to let him
Oh,
by?
No,
that
I
sounds,
was- I was-
sounds
I was-
manipulation. of the
Manipulation.
race.
I was off.
Manipulation.
Cobra says it.
I was off. I had no gas. It just happened to be ahead of me.
It's like me and
what did
Cobra
you
both say
say?
at the same time. Manipulation.
No manipulation.
All right,
No gas,
18th
wink,
is
wink.
Mets. Yeah, exactly. Wink, wink. And then EXO finishes right behind him in 19th. Trusting Banjo, who we saw earlier in this race, was really strong. Fell back to 20th after having to pit on the last cycle.
Yeah, so I just want to mention this really quickly. 15 cars finished on the lead lap. Some could be because they didn't make it on fuel in any of the first two stages. Some maybe because they just ran out in the closing laps. But yeah, at the end of the day, less than half the field was on the lead lap. 21st place, the outsider in the 2 car. This wasn't the run he was hoping for tonight. Same with King Coda in 22nd. Normie in the 48 was really strong early on, then he just kind of faded away, finishing in 23rd tonight. Same with Master Killer, the 19 and 24th. Lewis, second race of the season, missed last week. He hops in this week for 25th. The defending champ, Yoshi, in 26. He hit the wall with less than 10 to go, and we never saw him for the rest of the race. He gets P26.
Yoshi is struggling.
Prime,
Struggling right
27th, a great start to the season, but tonight wasn't the same. We'll see if he picks it back up next week. Trevi in 28th in the 16, SP Motors in the 66 and 29th. Fisher Racing was leading that group with less than 10 to go. He finishes P30.
Man, one of my the fan favorite tonight, sadly, finished 31st. 5 laps down, Cowboy Tech. Tyreek Speed, who lagged out very early on, finished 32nd. And Corky Fogart, that's his name. Yes, that is one of our drivers' names. He finishes 33rd.
Yeah, and
All right, I'm headed over to Metz for his,
yeah, I was gonna say,
you
I
can
was gonna go on ahead and mention.
Hand it over to Metz for a statement.
Yeah, before we do that, I do want to announce a couple extra things. Tyreek, as Bryn mentioned earlier, he did announce his retirement for the future. And then also, Corky was just released from ALTM after this race ended. So, with that being said, Mets, you can go on ahead and have the spotlight here. What was your thoughts here
Corky?
on this one?
Very proud, very
Was.
proud. 33 people. Kansas can be tough. Had 3 wreck field cautions. Don't count stages. But I was very happy. I know the negatives about fuel saving. I'll always hear about it. I always understand it. Sometimes it brings less aggressive drivers, less aggression at certain times, which is key when you have a 33 car field. I didn't want it every stage. It wasn't going to be the last stage until the very last caution. The caution before that kind of put us in a window of not being a fuel mileage. The last caution then put us on a fuel mileage, and it just became it. But I'm very proud of everybody. Everybody kept, even keel about it. Very happy. Congratulations, Cobra earned that one. Very very proud of him. But yeah, I was very happy. 33 car field at Kansas can be very tough. I don't care what anybody says. So 3 official wrecks. I'm very proud of, and very proud of everybody for sticking through it and doing the best they can.
All right, so I will go on ahead and recap the upcoming schedule for ODRL. So tomorrow night, Premier will have their second regular season race at Atlanta. Suspect Camo and myself will be on the call for that one. Apex, or Bren now, would be behind the wheel for that one.
I'll be trying to survive, yep.
And
Trying
then
to survive
next
that
Sunday
Atlanta.
night, we talked about it a few times already. Just going to mention it again. The
Doubleheader?
doubleheader. Yep.
I want to ask Smet something.
Okay.
What's the percentage for both races?
25%.
Are they 20? Yep, like I thought. I thought it was 25.
All right.
Uh,
All right, we got our
no
answer there,
qualifying.
Hendrik.
Yep.
Fastest in the first race will set the field for the second race. One will be the 70 lap one. One will be the 65 lap, 50%. I don't know what they are. Then 25%, but the one difference is one's a five more mileage
Right.
on it. So that's the difference. We're doing it because we have the next 2 weeks off after that for the Super Bowl, and then a week off for the what do you call it? The Clash at Bowman Gray.
The
Mhm.
Clash at Bowling
So
Gray,
that's
yep.
why we're off for 2 weeks in a row. We don't race during that. Super Bowl's a big deal. So yeah, that's why we have a doubleheader this week. Next week at least.
All right.
And for Premier, we have a one of the, I guess, Premier races that did not sound good at all. But it's Indy next week, so that should be a fun one.
Yes, fair. I hear so. Yep.
Indianapolis. So Hendrick and them are gonna enjoy it, but I'm gonna let Hendrick end it out because he's begging to finish the stream.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, well, I'm gonna go on ahead and close this one out, as we had already mentioned. Again, congrats to Cobra on getting his first win of the season, second NXT regular locked into the playoffs, assuming he makes the starts, which I know he will. But with that being said, appreciate Brevin for being behind the call for this one as well. I'm Regular Show 48, closing this one out. Thanking all of you for watching. Saying so long. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.
See you guys. I'm here so I don't get fined. Hey, my stream's still live. Hey guys.
Oh,
Shh. I'm still alive. Jesus.
Damn it.